Yo, yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Noonie back with another reading. Where you going? Oh, let me put this together. We are asking the question, your next committed relationship. Let's go over here to the channel. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Ah, dang, I didn't do it on this one. Hmm. Did that. I did that. Oh, okay. I gotta tag these. Tagged. Oh, 40 new likes. Okay, getting more likes. All right, we finna get started. Boom, boom. I did that. Yep. Here we go. Okay, so oh wait, let me check. I think we're going backwards. Make sure we're going backwards. Make sure we're going backwards. Um, Pisces. Yep, if Pisces was an hour and some change, we're going backwards. Okay, so let me see. Okay, we are starting at Pisces. Boom. Okay, so Pisces, your next committed relationship. Page one. So this may be a relationship you guys kind of just jump straight into. All right, let me look and see. Four wands. We're not gonna go with that. We're gonna do it again. Do it over. Do it over. Next committed relationship. Pisces. Okay. All right, we're gonna see. So this may be somebody you guys work with or work around, or you guys see infrequently because of the Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. I don't know here. Mm. King of Wands in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know. I think y'all may just be into this person because they're attractive. Some of y'all just may be more of a sexual connection and y'all just end up like maybe moving in, staying around each other. Hey, what's up there, White Falcon? Y'all maybe just move in, stay around each other. Or y'all like are around each other regularly for like an extended period of time. So think of it like your work boo, or work bae, or something like that, or somebody who you meet through work. You're gonna meet them through work, or you're gonna meet them through like group activities or something like that. Sometimes they can be friend of a friend because of the Ten of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Now, some of y'all, this may be somebody who's in a relationship. I got King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Now, if it's not like they're in a relationship outside of y'all, then y'all connection has an issue with like who's the baddie, who's more attractive. So maybe some of y'all, I don't know, it's almost like y'all are kind of like egoic about who's more attractive, who's that more dominant, who's more popular, you know what I mean? Who gets more attention? You maybe if you're a woman, you're dating a male baddie, you know what I mean? Or a man that can attract a lot of women. Like this may be a relationship where y'all don't really even seem to rush into connection or rush into commitment. You just kind of maybe y'all just having fun. It seems like you just like the attention. Three of Wands is here, so maybe distance, maybe they come from a distance, or maybe you guys have to travel or it's something like that. But like I guess because this person, the more attention you get from this person, the more you start to like. Maybe at first some of y'all didn't find this person attractive because of the Queen of Wands in reverse. So sometimes it could be like they're not. You don't really desire this person. You know what I mean? There could be a little bit of like, it's not like you. They're not like the baddest, but they're attractive. But like, you know what I mean? So you may not really have this big sense of urgency to like be in a committed relationship with them. You know what I mean? You may just like the attention, you may just like the validation. Like you may see them as attractive, but you may not be like, oh, I'm about to like marry them or I'm about to like, you know what I mean? You may just like the attention, the validation that comes with this partner. Maybe even like the sex because of the Queen of Wands and King of Wands. I got Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So if it's a connection that you already had, Ace of Pentacles could be a start-stop relationship. So it's like I said, it starts off as like, oh, thank you so much. Oh, you're a Cancer too? Ha, thank you so much. So it may start stop at first. Y'all may start, like I said, casual, playful, or like even if it's at work, it comes about in a passive aggressive way. Y'all didn't really like plan to like be in it. There was no real strategy. There's no real plan to be in a connection. For real, for real. It just kind of happens, is what I'm getting here. Like the attention, the admiration that comes from this person, they flatter you. You know what I mean? Like it's somebody who passively aggressively pursues you. You know what I mean? Like they don't seem like they're as passionate to be in a relationship. Y'all, maybe neither one of y'all feel like super pressed about being in a relationship is what it feels like. If you're pressed to be in a relationship, that's not for you. Because somebody who has no sense of urgency to rush into commitment, yet y'all get committed. You know, with the Three of Pentacles, maybe it's because of resources, maybe it's like helpful, maybe they're able to help you at times, or you're able to help them. It's something like that because we got Six of Wands, Three of Wands, that's a Nine of Wands, which means the relationship is hitting a tipping point. So y'all connection hits a tipping point. I guess they passively aggressively say, "Hey, you want to be my girl, or you want to be my man, or you know what I mean?" Or y'all just kind of like be around each other so much that like after a while, it's like it's my girl, it's my man. You know what I mean? Like I kind of get that being it. You know what I mean? And after a while, people start seeing y'all together, and then that's what just kind of solidifies it. It's almost like y'all didn't even really like intend to be in a relationship. That's the vibe I'm getting. So maybe if they're not in a relationship, then maybe they recently came out of one, because it kind of gives like a one night stand or a fling or like I did not intend this to be that long. That's the vibe I'm getting. So like if the partner you're with now, you intended to go too far, or you intended to be like stable already, yeah, I don't think so. Is the dynamic I'm getting is where you don't really feel like we're going to be committed. You know what I mean? Like maybe there's like less desirable traits about this person. Maybe it could be like some of y'all could be about finances, money. Hey there, Miss Pretty Brown. It could be about finances, money. It could be about security. Maybe you're only with this person for a house, for companionship, or resources, or they're only with you for companionship and resources. And maybe it starts off as like sexual frustration because of the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Y'all just both wanted sex. So it could be a connection that you already had, and then you guys are reconciling, because that Ace of Pentacles in reverse could mean that we're just starting over again. So it could be that, you know what I mean? They just start giving you more attention. Like at first, if somebody comes off as like, oh, I'm not really interested, I don't really care. And then all of a sudden they just start giving you more attention. And then the connection goes somewhere. So I kind of get it like maybe y'all play games with each other. There could be ego battles or power struggles or something between y'all at first. King of Wands, though, Queen of Wands, these are attractive partners. I guess you just don't feel like they're like all that. You know what I mean? They are, but you may not feel like they're all that. It's like they're overly confident, they're arrogant, they're self-assured. You are too. So that's probably where the problem is. It's like, oh, you think you're better than me. They may think that you think you're better than them. That's where the problem comes in. But somehow y'all like this person's attention on y'all, or you like the way that this person praises you. Oh yeah, they praise. That's probably what it is. It's probably somebody who praises you guys a lot. Ah, they flatter you a lot. You know what I mean? They make you feel attracted. Like it make you feel desired. They make you feel desired. But it could be somebody who at first you felt like didn't really desire you, didn't really want you. You know what I mean? But like I guess they played a part at the right time, or when they give you attention, you're like, yes, okay, cool, let's go with it. What's up there, Silent Priestess? Hey there, Alanis. All right. So yeah, it could be a Leo, it could be a Cancer, Sag, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo. I said Taurus? I think I did. Okay. Damn. Oh, wait, let me see these real quick, because I got these new oracles. Let me see something real quick. It is a great Saturday, but it's a great Saturday so far. Let's see. Hold on. Let me give y'all something else real quick. Next committed relationship. What do you need to know? Bye, Felicia. So it could be somebody you guys moved on from, or it's going to be somebody, like I said, who just came out of a committed relationship. It says my boo, making it official. So this would be somebody you guys make official, and like, oh, people will know you guys are together because you guys would be out in public. And it says evidence, guilty as charged, exposed, receipts. So yeah, this could be also a big spender because of the Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. They could be also a big spender, or yeah, like to wine and dine you, like to court you. You know what I mean? That may be what y'all like that validation of like somebody seeing you as a trophy, or you know what I mean? Or this is somebody who likes the validation of you seeing them as a trophy and treating them in that light. So if you're not treating somebody in that light right now, then it's not it. Like if you're not doing that, or if they're not doing that to you, then it's not it. All right. They could be a little taller than y'all, or you could be a little taller than them. I don't know how it's gonna go, but somebody who likes your smell. They like to smell you, your hair, your forehead, your cheeks, whatever. They like to smell you. You know what I mean? And they like I said, they like to go out. They like intimacy, closeness. So like going out to eat, you know, maybe sitting in like private moments. It's somebody who likes y'all to have y'all private moments often. So yep, they don't like you to give any attention to anybody else either. So y'all both may be jealous and possessive and territorial over each other, even without a title at first, because it looked like y'all may do it without a title. What's up there, Uni? What's up there, La Unique? Okay, so we on Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius. Let's look. Aquarius, your next committed relationship. Oh, we got new followers. Let's go. Okay, two of wands. Hmm. Let's see where that goes. Ace of cups. Ace of cups in reverse too. Queen of wands again. This is a different deck though. Queen of wands in reverse again. Hermit, six of swords, page of cups. Okay. So this could be somebody you guys had to go in a different direction. Y'all may have already been this. It seems again, this seems again like a connection with somebody who you guys are already with, or were just recently with, or kind of went your own separate ways for a brief moment, but it looks like it's going to be a renewal, or this person is like, I don't know, they're going to pop back up. And somebody who likes your attention, again, likes the attention, likes being desired by you. It could be younger than you, could be a little older than you because we got the queen. So it could be a little older than you, could be a lot younger than you. One of the two. It's somebody who adores you guys though. They play games. Whoever it is, maybe somebody who played games. It seems like maybe y'all both play games. Because that Queen of Wands can be somebody who gets you into your ego, frustrates you, pisses you off to no end. You know what I mean? So it could be somebody who's like that. Like, Two of Wands though. So it's gonna be somebody who wants your utmost attention, or who's gonna be giving you their utmost attention. One of the two. I think it's somebody who wants your utmost attention though, because with the Hermit here, they may not really go out that much. They may not really socialize that much. They don't really know what to do with attention because the Queen of Wands is here, so they could be attractive. Somebody who's like, but like likes a lot of attention, likes a lot of flattery, a lot of validation. So it's somebody who wants you to tell them that they're beautiful or handsome. It's somebody who wants to like be attractive to you. You know what I mean? Again, this may be a connection that starts off from sexual frustration because of the Queen of Wands being in reverse and Two of Wands in reverse. There could be short distance. Some of y'all maybe a short distance to this person, or something like that, because the Two of Wands kind of gives a vibe of them being kind of close or not. Well, kind of close. You guys have to strategically get to each other. So it could be that. It's somebody who maybe at one time was rejecting your offer, or you guys rejected their offer. Could I get you guys going your own separate ways? So it looks like it's going to be a renewal with this person. They just pop back up and you guys resolve whatever issues. Could be a sorry, an apology, could be a kind gesture, could be a pleasant message from them or something, maybe a call. Y'all have some type of conversation that like resolves the issue. So Queen of Wands could be like you guys are angry at this person, frustrated with them, or they're angry with you, frustrated with you. Either which way, there'll be a talk to resolve those issues between y'all. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a trip that has to be involved with this person because of the Six of Swords and the Two of Wands gives me like a trip or a trip, changing locations, or so maybe that's what it is. Maybe you guys have to move. Maybe y'all move, or maybe this happens after a move. So maybe you move from one area to the next area or some shit like that. Or because the Hermit could also be like you're maybe forging your way around or finding your way around. You don't really know anybody. So this could be somebody who either you're in their environment and you don't know anybody, or maybe they come to where you are and then they don't know anybody. That may be part of what it is because it gives it like somebody who's going to stand out. People are going to see like you're gonna get unwanted attention because of this person. So people are like, what are you doing with them? Maybe they're older. Maybe it could be older. Like maybe I don't know. I don't know how old or how young you are, but maybe they're a little bit older. Because it almost kind of seems like y'all don't like be together or don't belong together. Not saying y'all don't, but it may be like, I don't know, something about this person. They like loose fitting clothes, really chilled, relaxed clothes. Like this person who could be attractive in different things, different like they're attractive in different looks. You know what I mean? So Queen of Wands in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse. So, some of y'all, just for some of y'all, y'all may not be fond of this person at first. Because again, this may be somebody who you guys don't find to be attractive. Some of you. But then others of y'all, this may be somebody who y'all find to not really be settled down material. You may feel like this person is maybe hot in a way, or like promiscuous in a way, or sneaky in a way, or Some of y'all may even feel like you could do better than this person, you know what I mean? Because maybe you feel like they don't give you the attention or the admiration in the way that you want. Like you may discover this person. I think y'all may discover that this person is more attractive, or I don't know, something. Something is like you discover something about this person. Either they're more attractive, or maybe you become more interested, or because maybe they express more of their feelings and emotions, and maybe that makes you feel a lot more cared for because of the hermit. It's somebody who usually be by themselves. So that like if they get a lot of attention, like some of y'all, they may not be attractive. Others of y'all, they are attractive. They're just arrogant, conceited. You know what I mean? Like they know they're attractive. So like this would be like somebody who expects you to like bend over backwards for them. So it's possibly that way. What's up there, Sag Rising? Goddess in the flesh. Hello. Poetic Justice. What's up, y'all? I know y'all they didn't send y'all no alert, but I was still doing it anyway. Hey, Uni, Linda, Lydia. What's up, y'all? So anyway, yeah. They may be, they may be a little socially awkward. Like they could be attractive, but they just may not know how to like socialize with people. That may be part of it, and they may always want y'all to isolate, be by yourselves. Or this is somebody who's always gonna be by themselves. So like they need all your attention because they don't really like socialize with people. Like I kind of get that vibe. Ace of Cups can mean that it's unrequited love. So maybe something about the way this person loves you isn't the way that you want it. It doesn't feel fulfilling. You know what I mean? They're giving their love, but it just doesn't feel like it. Because like maybe they don't boost your ego. Maybe they don't always tell you how pretty you are. Maybe they don't acknowledge the stuff that you would like them to acknowledge. Like it's going to take a little while to get to know this person on a deeper level because of the Hermit and the Six of Swords. So I guess y'all start off. Maybe y'all kind of like it seems like y'all go your separate ways and y'all kind of come back together and like rediscover each other. That's the vibe I'm kind of picking out. Like we rediscover each other, and then we kind of resolve whatever issues we had in the past. We kind of figured out what was holding us back or what our real issue was, why we were both angry, or what I mean, something like that. So this person has an ego and a temper. You guys need to know that. And then they be acting like they're not upset either. So like they get upset and then be like, "Oh no, I'm not upset." Coy, acting all coy and shit. You are upset. I can see it in your face. No, 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 I'm not upset. So like it's somebody who does that, man or a woman, they just do that. And they try to resolve issues, just kind of like moving on without really like talking about it. Y'all will talk about it if it's a past person. Y'all gonna end up talking about these things. That's what I'm saying. So whatever it was that if y'all separated or broke up, y'all gonna talk about what it was, what the deeper issue was. And it could be like an insincere apology. I say insincere, but it could be sincere, but it's usually insincere. You know what I mean? Because like y'all, y'all did what y'all did. So like, what does it matter? But all right. So at this time, some of y'all may be holding back from them, but I definitely get a reconciliation. I just seen that Six of Cups, so I definitely see a reconciliation or y'all being back around each other and then finding a way to hold conversation and talk things out and maybe you guys try to play with each other. If this is a newer person to y'all, then it's somebody who's already had y'all on their sights. It's somebody who's trying to get your attention soon. Looks like a browner skinned person, but then we also got white, so that's not going to help. But it's like a more recluse person, kind of quiet. They kind of observant, very observant. I said kind of very observant, but it doesn't look like they're observing because it looks like this person is like the center of attention in some way. So maybe the way they dress, maybe the way their personality is, they like the center of attention, but they also kind of seem maybe socially awkward or seem like they don't socialize with a lot of people. They can, but it seems like they don't. You know what I mean? So it's like they are like people can talk to them, but like they court the attention, but they don't like know what to do when it comes, and they don't know how to like express themselves that well because of the Page of Cups. So if it's a newer person, it's a person who has a crush on y'all, but like comes off as like playful, like kiddish, even if they're older, kind of like like what I mean. So maybe they have a nickname or they'll like give you little pet names, a little like little sweet names or some shit like that, or something like that. It kind of gives like a little softer voice in a way. Yeah, they may kind of some of y'all they dress kind of tomboyish or they dress a little feminine. Hey, what's up, Anissa? Hello from Delaware. All right, so yeah. But I get this if it's a newer person, I get them trying to figure out how to hold conversation with y'all or how to flirt with y'all. Cause some of y'all they don't know how to flirt. They don't know how to like they're gonna try to fill y'all out soon by either messaging you, playing with you, maybe greeting you. It's somebody who doesn't really know the first steps of like how to flirt with you. You know what I mean? So you may feel like they're playing games at first because they really shy. They're somebody who's really shy, really recluse, and really to themselves. And they could be, like I said, they could be attractive, but they just don't know. Some of y'all, they don't know how to turn on their sensuality or their sexuality in a way. They don't know how to turn on their attractive traits, their attractive features. Like you could see it. Like it could be a nerd. This could be like somebody who's a nerd and kind of dresses the part too. You're like, dang, if he would just wear his clothes this way or cut his hair this way, you know what I mean? Or it's a girl who feels this will feel this way about you, or it's a girl who you'd feel that way about, which sucks. Where you be like, damn it, why you ain't got no style, no swag? All right, so anyway, it could be an Aries, Scorpio. But then others of y'all, they dress for the attention. So like some of y'all, they don't have no style. Others of y'all, they dress for the attention, but when the attention comes, they be all shy. Yo, they were talking to me, bro. You know what I mean? They don't know what to do. Could be a smirky, smiling person too. Always smirking and smiling. Smirk and smile about everything. So it could be an Aries, Scorpio, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, could be a Leo, could be a Virgo, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sag. Yep. Yep. They prefer to really kind of like dress down and relaxed and reserved, but they will wear like clothes that like, you know what I mean, show their body off when they want attention. But for the most part, they just be kind of chilling. Sometimes that hermit could be somebody who looks kind of dingy or dirty. I always think of people who be wearing sweatpants all the time. So it's probably like if it's a woman, it's a woman who always wears sweatpants, a little moo. If it's a guy, it's probably the same thing. Or he maybe wears his favorite shirt every fucking day. You're like, God damn, how many times you gonna wear that shirt? It's my favorite shirt. You know what I mean? Like, all right. Yeah, all right. So let me see. Capricorn, your next. Oh shit. Wait. I forgot. Let me go back. Aquarius, real quick. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Your next committed relationship, Aquarius. Let's look and see. What we got? Graduation day. So maybe some of y'all have graduated, or it's gonna be a relationship where it levels you up, or it's gonna be a connection that just goes finally to the next level. So they got an attractive body. Whoever says has an attractive body. So even if they weren't like physically appealing, their body is attractive. They got like it says machismo, masculine pride, toxic masculinity, meeting manly expectations. So this is like a man that matches the expectations that you would expect as a woman. So he maybe I always think of like guys who'd be like lumberjacks or fishers, or I mean who could fish or maybe hunt or trap, or you know what I mean? They can do stuff that like most men do. You know what I mean? I think of that as like being it, like we fight the bear and shit like that, but it could be other shit, you know what I mean? Like maybe they fix cars, maybe they just do whatever. They have that the masculine traits that you look for in men. It could just sometimes come off as toxic because of that Queen of Wands in reverse. You know what I mean? And they be knowing it, but like, because some of y'all they may be so attractive that they like, they know it and they just use it to their advantage. But we'll see. Uh or receipts, guilty as charged, spoke. So maybe some of y'all they have legal issues or had legal issues or had a criminal past at some point. All right. But you guys be able to have heart to heart conversations with them, or you guys will have one at some point soon. Okay. So back to Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay. So Capricorn, you said it's giving Leo for sure. Capricorn, your next committed relationship. Let's look and see. Next committed relationship. 10 of Pentacles. All right. That's good. It's 10 of Pentacles upright. Let's see what else. What else? 2 of Wands. 2 Wands. And then the Lovers. So this would be someone who you guys are either strategizing to get into a long-term commitment, or they're strategizing to get you guys into a long-term commitment. Now, I don't know. I almost want to say something else here too. So we're gonna go with that too, because the Lovers here in reverse could also be that so it's gonna play two different ways there too. So it could be that some of y'all have broken up or separated from this person. It's gonna go 3 ways, because some of y'all could have broken up and separated and went and you went your own separate ways from this person, and then you guys will find your way back, because we got the Lovers here, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. So it could be that you guys find your way back, or again, this may be somebody who's in a relationship, because the Lovers is here, which could be a scandal. And then we got the Judgment here in reverse and the Sun in reverse. So it kind of gives an experience of like, if it's not like a person that's in a relationship and y'all having an affair with them, then it's going to be somebody who you guys are probably going to have more of a casual connection with, and then you guys will probably strategize on how to turn it into long term. Either you do or they do. Somebody's going to want more out of the situation. It may start off as casual, but somebody's going to want more out of the situation. I'm telling you that up front. So Two of Wands is here. So maybe some of y'all, they stay at a short distance. If not, this is somebody who's definitely planning to date y'all. Now, again, if they're in a relationship, this could be possibly somebody who's going to be using you guys as a rebound. Like they could be seeing you guys as a better opportunity. So I don't know which way that's going. But that could be also part of it because you may be catching this person when they're letting go of somebody or when they've released a stagnant relationship, a connection that they finally gave all the chances that they could. And they, so you may be a rebound to this person. But then others of y'all, it's a connection where you may feel like it's dragging. It's not really going anywhere. You may feel like it's just fun. It's just for the experience. You may not really like take it that serious. I kind of get a vibe of that. Either you or them. Somebody doesn't take it that serious, and then it becomes love. You know what I mean? So for you, for this person, it was love at first sight, or for you, it was love at first sight. Somebody, one of y'all is gonna be love at first sight, and then for the other one, for the other person, it wasn't that serious. It was just like, I maybe found you attractive, and I just wanted to have fun. I just wanted to have sex. I just wanted to connect. Share some experiences, travel, because of the Six of Swords. So maybe some of y'all there's a trip that's involved again, because the Two of Wands keep coming out in all these decks. Two of Wands and the Six of Swords. So it means that y'all gonna either cross paths if you haven't already crossed paths, or you guys have already had maybe went your own separate direction prior to this, if you were already in a relationship. And then if it's a newer person, then it's going to be a decision about where they're going. If you're in a relationship, then it's going to be a decision whether you leave them for another person, or if they're in a relationship, it's going to be a decision about whether they leave that person for you. Because you may feel like you made a bad judgment, or they may feel like they made a bad judgment. One of y'all may be feeling like that. Y'all may feel like this relationship is a bad karmic connection at first. At first. You know what I mean? So, because the sun is here, you guys may actually start to like kind of warm up to each other at some point. So, if it's a past connection, then there's going to be forgiveness. You guys be letting go of a grudge, picking right back up wherever you guys left off at, you know what I mean? And bringing the intensity and passion back into the connection. Y'all may reunite some of y'all over sex. That may be what connects y'all back together again. You know what I mean? Get y'all right back on path again. But I kind of get y'all moving in with this person, going on trips. They plan stuff. It's a planner. This is somebody who likes to plan. So, like on this day, May 28th, we're going to here. This is somebody who likes to plan. They like to plan shit. You're like, all right. All right. Also, yeah. So whoever says you guys will be healing your trust issues, some of y'all may keep your options open. I don't know why I say that. Maybe that's just y'all, or maybe that's just them. I don't know. Somebody keeps their options open because of the lovers in reverse. So y'all be in a long, y'all be in a long-term committed relationship. Maybe. Oh, you know what? Because we got Gemini here. Geminis do that. Like they'll be in a committed relationship. They could be married, but still there's that foot outside. Like, hey, if this don't go right, I'm out of here. That may just be in their mind. You know what I mean? Because the Six of Swords is here. This person may not really go nowhere. Like it'll be easy to resolve issues with this person. You guys just gotta talk it out. You know what I mean? If you don't like let go of whatever conflict it is, if you don't just kind of like let it like just go about his way without saying anything or like replying or giving your little 1-2 take in there. If you do some of that, you'll keep them. But if you don't do that, if you just kind of like let them brood or fill in their feelings and don't really give them any clarity or don't really talk things out or resolve things, if you kind of let it fester and stew, it won't last. That's why I'm telling y'all that. So maybe the Two of Wands can have to do with you guys changing or adapting. It's not really adapting your approach. It could be about figuring out what it is that you got, where you guys desire this connection to go, because it'll be at a crossroads. So it could be either we just stay sexual and casual, or we get into a commitment. You know what I mean? Because the ten Pentacles are here. It could be marriage. This could lead to marriage for some of y'all. Maybe Two of Wands could mean the Ten of Pentacles. It could be you guys meet them at work, your job, their job, or again, we're in some type of large group facility or large group environment. You know what I mean? Something like that. So yeah. But if it's a past person, it's gonna be easy for y'all to pick right back up once y'all be back around each other. It ain't hard. All right, so it could be. Oh wait. Let me look and see. So Capricorn, your next committed relationship. Playing the field. It says it. Player. Playing the field, not looking to settle, seeking options. I just said that. So maybe somebody who treats you as an option, or you treat them as an option. Maybe y'all have to go your own separate ways because of options or something. But it says my boo. It's a new boo. So, and then flirting with each other and the black sheep. So I don't know what that has to do with anything. But it says rebelling, going against the norms, red flags. So it's gonna be somebody you guys are definitely ignore the red flags of, because that judgment was in the verse. That Judgment reverse definitely means that y'all may see red flags with this person, but y'all may just kind of hold on anyway. You know what I mean? Just kind of like I said, something else for the experience. You may not see it as that serious, but it's like for the experience. Like, you know what I mean? So if some of y'all, maybe it's sex that's keeping y'all, or trips, or finances because of the Ten of Pentacles. It's one of those two. Sex, it could be all three for real. Sex, drugs, rock and roll. You know what I mean? I don't know. It could be all three, but like you may feel like this person is wasting time or too busy for you or procrastinates too much or is dragging. All this shit may piss y'all off. And yet y'all be there. All right. They must be fucking you good if it's that. They must be slinging that thing. Okay. Oh, I'm going to the beach if it's warm. I'm going to the beach for Memorial Day. There's this beach down there that used to be on I forgot what it is. I think it's on the Travel Channel. It's called Dewey Beach. And it's here in Delaware. So I was gonna go down there. It's almost like the Outer Banks, but it's not quite. The Outer Banks is islands. Dewey Beach is just a beach, but it's pretty lit. It's pretty popular. You know what I mean? You have fun there. Get drunk, get away with everything. It's no problems. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Just don't get caught or pulled over on the way back home, because especially if you're going like, you know what I mean? They pull people over. They know you coming from Dewey, you was drinking for sure. Pull them over. One person hit the white line, everybody's pulled over. We're gonna get some tickets today. Hey, what's up there, Tiffy? Okay, okay. So, Sag, just look and see. Your next committed relationship. Next committed relationship. So maybe somebody you guys work with or used to work with. Because we got Three of Pentacles. It was Three of Pentacles in reverse. If it's not somebody you guys work with, it's somebody you guys infrequently see or be around. It may start off again because the Nine of Cups is here. It may just kind of start off as just like your satisfaction, maybe just something to do when there's nothing to do. You know what I mean? Maybe not for boredom, but I mean like this may be somebody who you guys kind of connect because we see each other on a regular. It gives like a community vibe because I'm around you often enough. I see you that like now I start to kind of find you appealing. So not saying that they're not appealing, but like, you know, the sun in reverse, maybe you start to see traits about them that you didn't really see before because you're around them regularly, or they start to see traits about you that they didn't see before. Yeah, we got a King of Cups. King of Cups. So this would be somebody who you guys would be with because they naturally just love you. They just care for you. This is somebody who's like, you know, just understanding. They're gentle on you. You know what I mean? They're sweet on you. So this is somebody who like lets you have your way. That's why. Oh yeah. That's somebody who lets you have your way, or somebody who you're going to want to let have their way. It's one of the two. You know what I mean? It's like they're there because either you're the comforter and the nurturer, you're generous, you know what I mean? Or I don't know, it could be because of material success. So you may have, let's say, house, car, 401k. I don't know, you may be doing pretty well. Or it's going to be somebody who's doing that in their life and you're around for that. And they just like having you around. They may see you as a trophy because we got Nine of Cups. So like you being in this person's life is for their emotional fulfillment, not for yours. But they do it because of the King of Cups. So they do it. But like originally, the reason we're committed is because I wanted you more than you wanted me. Or the reason you're committed is because you wanted them more than they wanted you. So it's one of those. Maybe some of y'all had a breakup at some point or separation at some point because the Nine of Cups is in this deck has to do with two people. So maybe some of y'all had split up or broken up or separated or something, then got back together. I get like, even if that was the case, I get them trying to come back into your lives, trying to restart the connection again, trying to strategically come back into your lives too, like in a sneaky way. So some of y'all, they may come after a connection maybe ends. So maybe y'all were already together. Then they went somewhere, you went somewhere, and then they was like, you know what, I'm about to come back. Nope, that didn't work out. Those people was not it. Because this is a sneaky person. Seven of Swords is a sneaky person. So they're sneaky and a liar. So you gotta watch this person. You know what I mean? You gotta check behind this person. If they tell you one thing, you need to go back and check and make sure. What'd you say happened? You gotta double check their stories because they'll tell you one thing and then you next thing you know, it was not that. That's what the Seven of Swords is. I tell you one thing and do another. And that's who this person is. They tell you one thing and they do another. But I guess they do a good job of keeping the details or hiding the truth to themselves. No, I didn't go that way. I'm going backwards. So they do I don't know. They like maybe this could be a stay-at-home person, or maybe their job allows them to work from home, or something like that. Or yeah, I kind of get that vibe. It almost seems like they don't work that much. Seems like they don't work that much. They got material success though. And somebody would be talking rude, talking mean. They be so y'all may have like a lot of verbal altercations with each other, a lot of verbal sparring. Because it is somebody who sometimes can say stuff without thinking. So that's why I say if you just listen to this person, you'll hear them whenever they're doing something wrong. You're like, what? Say it again. What'd you say? Oh, okay. And you just kind of put that in your little mark book, in your little black book, and remember what they said. Like, you said this was the details. Because it's somebody who like seems like they maybe say more than what they should, or they try not to say more than they should. Like, it kind of gives like that sneaky vibe. Like, what were you doing? What were you saying again? Say it again. I kind of get the vibe of y'all being around this person first, though. If it's a newer person, y'all like either work around, be around each other for a while. It's somebody who does see you guys as like they want to have first, it's just an experience. But maybe y'all have children because the stay-at-home dad gives me a single dad or a single mom. Maybe y'all end up having children, and then that's when they propose because it's like, damn, you got a baby, or this could have been somebody who tried to propose to y'all if it's like a past person. But seven of swords, so this gonna be somebody who's gonna try to keep the conversation between y'all open. If it's a newer person, you're gonna know because it's somebody who like runs their mouth. They overshare at times. They talk too much sometimes around you. You know what I mean? Because it's somebody who's trying to impress you, wants you to feel like they are the catch, or wants you to feel like you are the catch to them. You're their pride and joy, or some shit like that. So they do tend to say too much. And then after you be like, "What'd you say?" They'd be like, "Clam up. I ain't got much to say now." So you're like, "Oh, okay, cool." Yeah. So they're probably gonna try to spoil y'all, or this would be somebody who you spoil. It's one of the two. I don't know. Whoever's doing the spoiling, either they spoil you, you spoil them. Somebody does the spoiling. This usually is a cooker, cleaner, man or a woman. They're usually a cooker, cleaner. They like the in-house duties, even if it's a man. So he may like to wash the clothes, clean the clothes. You know what I mean? He may like the in-house duties mostly. You know what I mean? Or they just they're like really like helpful with the in-house duties. They like to this is somebody who does stuff on their own traditionally. They're used to doing stuff on their own. So like being with you is like love because like you come to their rescue at times, or you're very nurturing and understanding. You're patient with them, or they're going to be that way with you, and that's what's going to win you over. It's one of those two. I don't know who's getting what. I don't know. You know what I mean? If they have a social media, they don't really post that much. They don't really post pictures of them. So maybe if they do, like, let's say they do content, or I always think of people who run businesses, like, you may see them as a byproduct of their business on social media, but it seems like this is somebody who doesn't post that much about themselves, or maybe their personal life or nothing like that. Maybe it's just like old pictures on their page. I kind of get that vibe too. They're into like vision boards, or into like trying to envision stuff. Yeah, good at organizing groups of people too, or crowds of people, or like, yeah, it seems like crowds of people. Anyway, they've been observing y'all from a distance too. If it's a newer person, they've been watching y'all from a distance. Even if it's a past person, they're trying to come back. They've been observing y'all, so they're trying to come up in a strategy about how to either initiate conversation to get y'all talking again, or how to initiate conversation to break the ice in general. So one of those, all right. But if it is a past person, they're gonna try to be unusually generous with you to try to win your heart, to try to win your affection. You know what I mean? Doing stuff that you normally could do for yourself, whatever that may be, they're gonna want to do that to try to appeal to you or please you. All right. Mm-hmm. So it could be a wait, let's see. So your next serious committed relationship. That was terrible. Let me see. You said if not, buy a Lego set. Buy a Lego set to do what? I missed it. Next committed relationship. Sag, somebody who does a lot of reading and research on you. So somebody who feels like they've done their homework on you. So you know what? This may be somebody who's like gazed at your pictures, or looked at your pictures a lot, secretly stalked your pictures, secretly stalked your posts, looks at your comments. They may be like possessive like that, but like you would never know. Now, some of y'all you would know, but like other times you may not really know with this person because like they're very strategic about showing that they care. You know what I mean? They maybe give you mixed signals, and they kind of avoid like saying things directly to you. So that may be also like this is somebody who does not like to argue, doesn't like to fight, doesn't like to fuss. You know what I mean? If y'all are arguing, this person like, and there's something that y'all was supposed to do together, they'll just do it by themselves. They're like, yo, we supposed to go here, we supposed to do that. I'll just do it. I'll just do it. Like maybe we were going to do it as a team. Now they get upset and they get a little bag and they do it by themselves. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but it says numbing, self-medicating, addictions, irrational behaviors, and that would be an irrational behavior. So like they get into their feelings and then they just do shit. They may stop talking to you. Maybe they avoid you, looking at you. You kind of notice that. Anyway, it says numbing, self-medication, self-medicated, or something like that. So this person may like a lot of time to themselves too. Warning signs. So this person's gonna have red flags. You guys will be ignoring it. Maybe because you guys see this person as a trophy, or maybe because this person like fulfills a certain need or emotional like emotional want. Like it seems like it's somebody who either treats you like a trophy or somebody who you treat as a trophy and you don't want to let them go. So it's one of the two. Either way, it has to do with that emotional satisfaction. So all right. Oh, did I give you signs? I didn't. So it is Pisces, Sag, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or a Sag, Gemini. For a little razzle dazzle, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. So that was that. Hey, what's up there, Rosem? So Scorpio, let's look and see your next committed relationship. Okay, Scorpio. So let's look and see. What'd you say? You said nope, lie, lying, cheating, host, smear campaign. Wait, who did that, Poetic Justice? Let me see. This may be somebody who has an accent. So Scorpio, this may be somebody who has an accent or has like a slow or like distinct way of talking. I was thinking a slow tone. Could be a lower voice. All right. 501. It's gonna be a lot of competition for this person. Yep, Taurus. Y'all may work with them or be around them or meet them through work. We got Taurus, we got Aries, we got Scorpio, Virgo. Knight of oh, it's a fickle lover. Ooh, this is a romantic seducer. So y'all next committed relationship could be very fiery, very passionate. It's looking like it's gonna be non-traditional because of the Hierophant in reverse. Like, I mean, maybe y'all are intertwined through either career or a similar interest because of the Five of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, some type of similar interest. So I always think like, I don't know, sports, maybe run club, maybe yoga, maybe gym, maybe I don't know what y'all do. Maybe after work, y'all go to the bar or something. I don't know. It could be anything. It's not really that. With the Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles, it's not really that. But it could be if that's a similar interest, maybe. But it's a similar interest, some type of hobby. So maybe some of y'all maybe are creators or y'all work. Maybe work is y'all similar interest or something. I don't know. I just know with the Three of Pentacles, y'all be around each other infrequently at times. So something like that. So with the Nine of Pentacles, if it's a past person, we got Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So if it's a past person, it's somebody who either self-sabotage the connection or who you self-sabotage the connection with. All right. This is somebody who doesn't put a lot of effort into connections at first. The Knight of Cups. Like they do when they want something. So at first, this person may go out of their way to pursue you guys. And then when that Knight of Cups is, this could be like more of like a Don Juan, Don Juanita. Like they don't really know what they want, is what I'm really saying. You know what I mean? I think they just, I don't know. They want a relationship with y'all. It's just non-traditional, I guess. Maybe y'all, it don't have to be non-traditional. It could be the values that y'all don't share. Like our values in the relationship. We don't have the same values. So like what you respect, what they respect ain't the same. Or what like what's important to you and what's important to them may not be the same. That may be partly why y'all don't really, because the Three of Pentacles in reverse can mean like y'all not really on the same page, but y'all together. And because of the Knight of Cups, it's because this person's appealing. Damn, I just dropped that card. Hold on. It's because they're appealing. That's what it's really about. They may not work hard either. It's something like if this is somebody you guys work with, you would know them because they don't work that hard. Maybe they don't work, maybe they don't work that many hours. They may also have some type of uh alternative money or alternative source of income. Like they make money in some type of other way. So maybe they I always think like people work a job, then maybe they have like a uh what's it called? Um eBay or you know what I mean? Like maybe they do stuff like that, like maybe sell parts or sell some shit like that. They may sell shit on the side or something like that. Like it's somebody who is a salesperson because of the Knight of Cups, or at least they're good at selling themselves to others. You know what I mean? It's just that I guess after they've gotten what they want, then this person kind of drops their mask and they're not like who they once were. So y'all may have like a lot of fights, disagreements with this person. It'd be hot, steamy, passionate, but then y'all get right back. Y'all get right back with them because the Knight of Cups is somebody who knows how to make up to you and knows how to make it up to you. So they can be like extremely generous when they want to like, when they want sex, or extremely generous when they're trying to express their emotions or make you feel better. Maybe they are an artist or something like that. Like they could be in a competitive field. I kind of get that vibe. Or just somebody who has like a very competitive streak, maybe even a mean streak. You know what I mean? Like you meet them as like a very sweet, tender person, but then you're like, whoa, wait, why are you talking to me like this? How did we get here? You didn't never talk to me like that. Nobody talks to baby that way. This person does, or this person will. You know what I mean? But at first, though, it does seem like this person isn't really that critical of you. It seems like this person doesn't really care too much about specifics of anything. They're not really, it doesn't seem like they're too specific about anything either. So maybe that's partly what it is. Maybe both of y'all like that. Because the Knight of Cups can be a people pleaser at times. So maybe that's why y'all get together, because this person is a people pleaser, or this person pleases you. They go out of their way to please you, go out of their way to appeal to you, or try to make themselves seem a certain way whenever they're around you. And that's probably what sells it to you, because this is somebody who knows how to sell themselves, or they know how to sell stuff. So like that's what I'm kind of picking up. They are, it gives like a little shy bashfulness, but like I said, once y'all start warming up, once y'all had that first little argument or that first little bicker with each other, or it don't even have to be like an argument. It could be like a witty banter back and forth. It'll be like a warm, heated back and forth, like a witty banter. Once y'all get that going, oh, it's on. That's when y'all gonna start having a connection together. Cause like it's like once you guys start feeling confident enough, like talking shit to each other, feel confident enough, like getting mad or getting angry at each other, that's what actually brings the intensity or the connection together. You know what I mean? So the Knight of Cups usually is a karmic lover, meaning it's a past partner that's coming back. But even if it's not, it's somebody who represents a pattern that you've already experienced in romance before. You know what I mean? Where they tell you what you want to hear. You know what I mean? They make it seem better than what it is, or make it seem like they're more invested or care more than what they really do. And then you guys just kind of end up together. The Five of Cups means that they're going to accept it. You just accept it. Y'all just like, ah, it is what it is. We're here. You know what I mean? Like, I guess maybe because of Eight of Pentacles, you may feel like you put a lot of investment into it, or they will. I don't know who's going to feel who which way, but somebody's going to feel like I've invested a lot of time or a lot of resource, a lot of energy. I spent a lot of money on her, or I spent a lot of money on him, or you know what I mean? Or I spent a lot of time with them, or we built up so much. You know what I mean? So you may feel like that. Like it's somebody who you're not going to want to give up all that you built into like attaining or being with this person. You're not gonna want to just throw it away. You're like, nah, nah. I did too much for us to get to this point. So mm. Now because we do got the Knight of Cups, this is usually a blonde hair, blue eye person, but it don't have to be. They could just be very pleasant on the eye, facial wise. You know what I mean? Usually though with the hair front, they could be a little wider, but they don't have to be. They could just be like maybe they wear clothes that fit their body for some of you, so they may be into that. Um, Yeah, maybe designer. Some of y'all that kind of wear designer or like very flattering colors. Again, vivid colors, more like flowy, vivid colors. So like I think like blue, maybe reddish. It could be black because I'm looking at this, or like a stone gray, or like gray maybe, or something like that. Like blue, tan, like a I want to say yellow, but it's not yellow. It's almost like a gold color. So maybe those are their colors that they like, you know what I mean? But it's somebody who you guys don't share the same values or beliefs about. Maybe even not, maybe y'all don't have the same religious beliefs or something like that, or y'all come from different status wise. So maybe it could be that. Like maybe this could be a boss manager. Maybe you could be the boss manager, or maybe you could be a business owner and then they work a traditional job, or maybe they're a business owner and you work a traditional job, or you know what I mean? Like, or they don't work like a traditional job in some way. Some of y'all feel like they don't work a traditional job. Like I don't feel like they have to work a traditional job at all, but maybe they do. I don't know. If they do, it seems like they're able to get other people to do their work, and they're able to like gain credit for it or get credit for it. Maybe because they've been like grandfathered in, or because they just have some type of status, respect. Maybe because they're attractive. It could be that too. It could be that, or it could just be that like they're people are just fond of them. People just give to them. They're just generous with them. But I kind of get them not having a job. So or like I said, not working that hard. That's what it gives the vibe. I'm like, I don't work that hard. All right. So anyway, um, let's see. So Scorpio, yeah, this I'm telling you, there's gonna be competition for this person. Like maybe people in your at your job or in your environment want him to or want her to. Like it's that vibe. Like you know what I mean. And Knight of Cups is also like I said, a charmer, a romancer. They're appealing to the masses at times. Think of like, I mean, this is like years ago, but like think like John F. Kennedy or like a Barack Obama. Not necessarily like in their appearance, but what I mean is like how charming, how flattering, how good with words they were. you know what I mean, how they were able to like convince us or persuade us to do stuff that we as a group like, this is somebody who could probably like convince masses, convince everybody to kind of go in the way they want them to go. So it looks like it says reconciliation. So some of y'all is going to be a reconciliation. They may come from the islands, possibly, or from like a warmer climate, maybe. It says liftoff, fast action, progression, forward. The wait is over. So it's going to be somebody, this relationship is going to take off rather quickly. So that's probably why you're like, no, I've invested. Yeah, it says right here, swept up, head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. Y'all going to probably fall in, get in very quickly. You know what I mean? Where like I said, this person tells you what they want, and then you kind of like it gives like a toxic love in a way, but like at the same time, I don't know, this person is appealing or they do it what you would expect a partner to do, and that may be what makes you have to change your value system. You know what I mean? Because like this is what I would want for my partner. Yeah, and this is what you're getting for that partner. All right. So anyway, could be a Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag, Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, Aries. Could be one of these signs. Don't gotta be. All right. You know what I didn't tell Capricorn? Because I didn't want them to be sad. But they probably not even really gonna have no committed relationship. It just was crossing my mind when I was thinking about that. I was like, yeah, you know, Ten of Pentacles, but I was thinking with the lovers, how your options stay open. They may just be dating around whole time. They'd be like, oh no, I'm about to be in love. Whole time they may just be dating around. You know what I mean? All right, so Libra. Did I do this one already? I did one, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, six. Okay, so that's seven. Okay, we cool. We cool. All right, so Libra, your next committed relationship. Let's look and see. Next committed relationship. Huh, Hermit. Okay. So somebody who's quiet into themselves often. They could be, oh, okay. Oh, Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody who's single. Got one. We got one. It's somebody who's single. All right. Definitely gonna be somebody who stands out to y'all too. They're like by themselves. Queen of Wands too. Queen of Wands. We got Queen of Wands in reverse. So you got like three different people. So it depends on who y'all dealing with at this time. But it looks like this is somebody who's like single, doing pretty well for themselves, established, self-sufficient, a little socially awkward though, but they have some type of reputation or they're in the public eye. Like it's somebody who's appealing to a lot of different people, especially like right now, because it's somebody who has their shit together. They know how to be in a partnership. They know how to like do it on their own. They know how to be helpful, supportive. They're generous. You know what I mean? They're doing well. Some of y'all they may work a nice job or have a decent job or some shit like that. It's like this is rare. It's somebody who's rare. You understand what I'm saying to you? Rare. You don't see them around often, even if they're in the public, and even if they're in the public eye. I get they don't even go out like that, or like they don't really entertain people like that. You got Queen of Wands in reverse. This person don't even know what to do with the attention they would get. So like this is somebody who's attractive and appealing, but they don't know what to do with that shit. So they may be kind of socially awkward. You know what I mean? Now, again, though, because I did say they're single, this Queen of Wands reverse could be like a one night stand, but like I guess it's going to be an extended one night stand because you guys are going to discover something about this person, or they're going to discover something about you. Like some of y'all may discover this person is like popular or like important or headed somewhere, headed in an important direction or something. You're like, I don't know, I might want to stay around for this. Or they're going to hear that about you, and then they're going to want because the Knight of Swords is here, which means that y'all going to do all this, too much of this, tell them all your business. So all of that is what's going to be like this person's ears going to perk up or your ears are going to perk up. Somebody's going to be doing too much of this. And then that's where all that, the ideas get to swirling. And this person gets to thinking, well, hey, well, you know, maybe we should be in a connection or be together. Or you're going to be thinking that. Because the Queen of Wands is somebody who wants your undying loyalty or undying attention. They need your attention often. So it's somebody who needs a lot of attention. All right, that's what I'm getting. Needs a lot. They like that validation. Some of y'all from the opposite gender, others of y'all, which could just mean that they dress the part. Because that Nine of Pentacles is a high maintenance partner. So as somebody who expects the finest, they keep up for themselves. They can do it for themselves, but they also expect the finest in life. You know what I mean? They want a partner. Some of y'all they just want a partner who's like really attractive, looks good on their arm. So you may just be arm candy to this person, or this would be somebody who's just arm candy to you. I don't know. You know what I mean? They have some type of status or some type of influence to them. So you probably would want to show them off because you're with them. You're like, oh, this is me. Look who's with me. I got her. I got him. Is that I get like a leaner body person or a slimmer body person or somebody who takes care of their body. That's what I will say. You may not now. Some of y'all may not be able to tell it because like the way that they dress, it could be like more maybe professional or like maybe form fitting. There's not necessarily form fitting. It's like clothes that it doesn't show. Like maybe if they're ripped, it doesn't show. If they're like in shape or like thick, it doesn't show. They be trying to like not wear clothes that show their whole body like that. You know what I mean? Like they don't. So I always think if it's a woman, she got a nice body, so she don't want everybody like lusting over her. Because Queen of Wands in reverse is somebody who doesn't know how to like deal with the attention. They want the attention, but like when it comes, they're like it's too many people talking to me. Too many people looking at me. You know what I mean? So they don't really know what to do. They like that attention, but like it's too much. Don't. You know what I mean? They don't know what to do with flattery and all that good shit. So yeah, Knight of Swords though in reverse. So this is somebody who tell you what you want to hear again, mislead you a lot of times. The Hangman in reverse too. So it's somebody who sees you for who you are. That's the good. That's probably why you guys would be committed because it's somebody who sees you for who you are. They see past your appearance. They see past your attitude. They see past the words that you be saying. It's somebody who gets straight to the point with y'all or wants to get straight to the point with y'all. You know, so they'll be this will be someone who tries to get to know you on a deeper level with the Hermit. They're like really curious about you guys. And this like after the conversations with you or after conversation with them, you'll do a lot of introspecting, a lot of like thinking back and wondering like what would they mean by that? Because the Knight of Swords is here, which could mean that they say a whole lot that like maybe you don't really like catch right then and there. You're like, oh, okay, you know, they're just saying a lot, they're just talking a lot. But then later on, you're like, wait. What did you mean by that? What was that about? You may text it. So maybe y'all like text a lot or I don't know. They need a lot of attention. So maybe it is texting a lot or something. It's somebody who sees you for who you are, yet they romanticize you, meaning that you could do whatever and not really be wrong for it. You know what I mean? I'll forgive you for it. I'm not mad. They be mad, but like I'm not mad. They get mad real easy, but they also get over it real easy too. So like this would be so I always think like if y'all get when y'all get to a committed relationship, this would be like the person that you can leave and they be all distraught and sad that you're gone and be wanting your attention and approval and praise and you know what I mean? Like they don't really, it seemed like they don't really be out dealing with anybody else. This would be a good one for y'all. Cause like, you know what I mean? Let me not say that. Cause sometimes the Queen of Wands can be like, you know, she could be a floozy, but like, you know, they're single. So they're not cheating on people doing it. Yeah, I give them that credit. You know what I mean? But then again, the Queen of Wands can be somebody who's a cheater. So I don't know because this could be somebody who may be misleading you, telling you that they're single and they're not single. 'Cause that Queen of Wands can be a cheater. So it could be that way too. Like I can make it look like I'm single. You always see me by myself when I be posting and I be liking stuff on social media. It look like I'm single. Yeah, I'm single. You know what I mean? But like with the Hermit, sometimes you have to do a deeper dive or deeper look, and then that could be what like kind of you discover, because the Hangman could be also in reverse could be also that you see something different. You're like, damn, wait a minute, you see something you missed. You know what I mean? Because like I said, this person does a lot of talking. They talk too much sometimes. So you be like, wait a minute, you said you was not with your baby mom anymore. I knew it. You ever heard that? You ever heard that sound on social media where it's like a real? They're like, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. And she starts getting louder and louder. That's how you may feel. Because some of y'all, that may be the pattern. Like you could be you could be in a relationship with somebody and they could show you off in public. You could be everywhere. And this person be carrying it like they're single. You know what I mean? And the whole time, you're like, wait a minute, not all of y'all, but I'm just saying it could be that way. But then others of y'all, they're really legit single. Really, you know what I mean? It's just that, and the way you'll know that they're really, really single is because they're gonna always want you to be around. That's the problem with this person. So like they want you to go everywhere with them. Go to my job with me. Go to your fucking job with you. Don't you work at the fucking car sales shit or the car dealership? Why the fuck would I be sitting at your job in your office with you doing that? Like, you know what I mean? Like if somebody or like they want to be on FaceTime while at work. Baby, be on FaceTime with me. You're like, yo, don't you gotta go to work? Oh, yeah, but you know what I mean? I can do what I want to do. So there may be somebody who's like that. Like it seems like they're in some type, maybe even position of like being able to call shots or make important decisions if they work for a company or something, like that, or even if they have their own company. They kind of like able to allot their own time in a way or something like that. There's somebody who's attractive and used to using that to their advantage. They're used to using it to their advantage. So yeah, and there's somebody who already views you guys as like their number one pick, the top pick. They felt like you would be the perfect partner. So yeah, you just get them. They'll just do a lot of talking, a lot of rambling with y'all. If it's like a newer person, they're gonna do a lot of rambling, trying to get to know you on a deeper level, asking questions. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable questions, but other times these could be questions that are intended to like kind of get your attention, to kind of call attention to me finding you to be attractive. So it could be all in the way that they're wording things if it's a newer person. Because like the judgment being here, it could be that this person has a fear of like damaging their reputation, because they do have some type of position or status. They don't want to damage their reputation. Because right now, somebody who's looking really good, really clean on paper, you know what I mean, look like they got everything going for themselves. They don't want to fuck nothing up. You know what I mean? So it may be a secretive connection with the hermit. Could be possibly secret where y'all just kind of go to each other's house. They come to your house, or y'all could be in public, but like y'all don't be like in public where maybe people know y'all. So maybe y'all maybe y'all go like the town over or some shit like that, or the city over or some shit like that, or you know what I mean, something like that. Anyway, could be a Pisces, could be a Sag, could be a Leo, could be a Cancer, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Pisces. I said that. Okay, yeah. I said Gemini. Yep, I said that. Let me see. I got your back. Silent Priestess. So your next, oh, it's gonna be somebody you guys have heart-to-heart conversations with. And I said that they're blunt and honest. That's what that Knight of Swords is. They're blunt and honest. They be saying stuff even when they don't really mean to. You be like, damn, you didn't have to say it that way. Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to. You know what I mean? But they just be saying it. They just gotta get it out. And then you guys can kind of like talk about it after they said it. You know what I mean? It makes me think about this one girl. I was dating this one girl and she was foreign, right? But she said something to me that like pissed me off. Cause like if you had been American, you know what the fuck you saying. But she's not American. So when she said what she said, I was like, oh wait, okay, wait. You know what I mean? Like when we talked about it, she's like, I don't speak great English. I was like, yeah, true that. You don't. But like, in American, that was fighting words. But like in her world, that's not. So anyway, it's somebody who's recalling or memories or missing y'all. So maybe some of y'all could be somebody you guys haven't seen in a while. And then you guys are repairing it because the justice is here. That could be also the storyline. You guys are making up, making amends, getting back together. They may just kind of reach up out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Queen of Wands reverse could be like out of sexual frustration, and then you guys get back into a connection. The Nine of Pentacles would imply that you guys find this person to be appealing and attractive. So even if it is a past connection, then it's still somebody you guys were like, oh, okay, I'm still kind of happy that you still look good and you can still come back. So yeah. All right, but it's somebody who recalls y'all. So maybe y'all have pictures, videos together if it's a past person. If it's a newer person, maybe y'all look through their pictures or videos. I got third person party relationship. I don't know. And it's somebody who's trying to save up, budgeting, financial struggles. So somebody who's trying to save up right now. I was thinking they're trying to save up for a trip or trying to save up for some type of luxury or some shit like that, or something like that, or they're just like really frugal. That may be it. They don't, I don't know. Nine of Pentacles is not usually a frugal person, but maybe this Nine of Pentacles could be somebody who's inherited money too, or inherited a house, place, status, something. So maybe they've gotten to a position of power or something and they inherit it because maybe their family, or they inherit it because of, I don't know, anything. It could be maybe they hard work. You know what I mean? Like maybe they were in there for a while, they were in the company for a while, then they got moved up. It could be that too. So I don't know. But somebody you guys gonna recall having a bunch of different conversations, deep conversations. He's African and speaks Chinese. Damn. Damn, he got some. Did I give you signs? I did. I did. I said Virgo, Sag, Libra, Taurus, Sag, Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah, it could be an Aries Scorpio too for a little razzle dazzle. Okay. So that was for Libra. Okay, so which one I'll do now? Oh, I like these ones. Let's do these over here. Oh, hold on, y'all. I need to get something to drink real quick. I need some water. Oh, baby. You can chill, Ace. You ain't gotta follow me around, bro. Watch out, little buddy. I know, right? I know. What y'all want? Chicken? You want a little chicken? Hold on. Why the fuck did I get all these 0-calorie drinks? Fucking 0-calorie. I'm stupid as shit. Okay. You said, what about the new Hennessy flavors? I seen that. I seen them, but I never had them. I'm not even a Henny drinker. I'm a tequila drinker. Now, if they do that with tequila, they got me. They got these things called cut waters. I never had one, but right now I got my refrigerator full of them. And I never had one. They just been in my refrigerator, just sitting. Somebody else had them. I think I got them from my daughter, mom, or we was at a some party. Oh, retirement party. And then they were just taking food home because there's a bunch of food. And I seen those there. And I was like, oh, people probably like these. Nobody be here. Nobody be coming to my house to drink alcohol like that. And I don't drink alcohol like that. So it's really just here for decoration. You know what I mean? It's really just here for decoration. It said tequila chaser or tequila something, tequila mixer or tequila something. Because it's tequila, I fuck with it. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason I took it and put it in the refrigerator. But I don't drink like that. So it's just in the refrigerator. Fresh case, just sitting there. All right, so Virgo, let me see. They said they put it in your food. What they put in your food? What they sneak in your food? Oh, 4 cups. So, okay, y'all next committed relationship is going to be a relationship out of convenience. Now, it could be possibly somebody who you guys felt like got away from y'all in the past, or somebody who felt like you got away from them in the past. King of Cups. So maybe somebody you guys refused or rejected at some point. I mean, not King of Cups, King of Wands. Hey, I like a little King of Wands. I remember there's this one Virgo girl I used to work with. And she was like always talking about she also did tarot too. So she was also talking about how she always wanted a King of Wands. I want a King of Wands. I want a King of Wands. It's gonna be a committed relationship with a King of Wands. I wonder if she's gonna watch this. I wonder if she'll watch this and see this. She'd probably be so happy, jump around her room right now. So somebody you got who's gonna be seizing the opportunity to pursue y'all too. If it's a newer person, but usually with the 4 cups, it could be a past person. Ace of Wands. Maybe it's somebody you guys are renewing or restarting the connection with all over again. 2 of Cups. There we go. 5 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. So it's somebody you guys seen potential with before. You know what I mean? But like, it seems like y'all getting back together because maybe you guys already know each other. Y'all may be already used to each other. So then y'all gonna be committed. So it's somebody you guys have grown comfortable with. 2 of Cups means that y'all both find each other attractive. You guys are both wanting the same type of relationship. You know what I mean? With the Ace of Wands, though. So you may not, I don't know, maybe you're waiting on this person to initiate, or they're waiting on you to initiate. I don't know. It's somebody who likes more of a decadent lifestyle in a way. So they may be a big spender, or yeah, it could be like a big spender, or they like when you spend on them. It's one of the two. I don't know. They could be in a leadership position too. Usually, though, the King of Wands, they can be tall, attractive. They're usually tall, dark, and handsome. But if they're not tall, dark, and handsome, they could just be attractive. They could just be, they don't even got to be tall. They can just be attractive. You notice how I took that tall out of there because they may not be tall. Some of y'all, some of y'all, they may not be tall. They may just be attractive. Maybe a go-getter. Maybe ambitious. This would be somebody who sees the opportunity when you're around them and to approach you. You know what I mean? So maybe some of y'all at one time they hesitated trying to try y'all or hesitate. Maybe y'all kind of like felt like they weren't that confident maybe in the first time, because it seems like now they've like come back around and somebody's like quite sure now what they want. So if somebody who's also willing to agree with y'all, they agree with y'all a lot more than they would disagree with y'all. So they'll go along with y'all way for real, for real. Even though they're boss, if they try to be the boss, they'll go along with your way. Just to kind of keep the relationship, keep you happy. What else I wanted to say? There's somebody who likes a equal partnership. They like equal reciprocation. So what they give to you or do for you, they want you to do to them. That's what you need to know. Oh, that you say he's tall and cute. So look, I'm glad you said that, fresh air, because I wanted to say with this 2 of Cups, I always be saying that when I have the 2 of Cups. I always be saying that they not single. When I see another relationship card, I be saying they're not single. But this could be somebody who's gonna want to have that relationship. So y'all may hesitate. Some of y'all, that may be what it is. Maybe some of y'all hesitate because they are in a relationship. Because the 4 of Cups could be here that some of y'all still sees an opportunity because you guys are around. You're just not that enthusiastic about the relationship because oh, they got somebody else. You know what I mean? That 5 of Cups is here. 7 of Pentacles, like you guys may see potential. Usually, so let's say this: if they're in a relationship, you just gotta be patient. You know what I mean? You just gotta be patient because it's somebody who is usually gets into relationships out of convenience. So if they're in a relationship, it's out of convenience. That person was just right there. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, this person is just they like the person that they were dealing with made it so easy, you know what I mean? Or they just got so comfortable with that person that it's really out of convenience. Like if we moved, if we broke up, I had to move, they'd have to move. I had to figure out my own like finances and shit. I had to like change my life around. Somebody don't want to do that shit. The King of Wands, like I've been having it my way. I'm having shit my way. I'm just gonna do it this way. So it seems to be that way. All right. So if they're not in a relationship, then it's going to be somebody who's like willing to compromise with you guys and willing to accept certain things that they wouldn't accept because they feel like eventually you'll just grow out of it. You know what I mean? So like maybe you spend your money in reckless ways. They're like, eventually she'll grow out of it. You know what I mean? Or eventually he'll grow out of it. Or like somebody who will see your potential from the, from the onset in the relationship. They'll see the potential with you. Now you may not see the potential, but they'll see the potential. Like, you know what I mean? Even if they don't like, even if there's, like I said, there's stuff that they don't like or stuff that makes them uncomfortable, they're like, yeah, down the line, it ain't gonna be like that. Like there's somebody who has that type of faith and the connection that at some point, it's not gonna stay like this. So they just find you to be attractive, especially with the King of Wands. The King of Wands will do anything for an attractive woman. That's why he be with the Queen of Wands, who will sometimes cheat on him. Sometimes he just like her because she's attractive. You're like, fuck it, she's attractive, I'll stay around. So even if it's a woman, I guess it's the same way. You know what I mean? They just find you attractive, so they're just going to be around. So even if this is in a partnership and they're in a partnership, they're going to pursue you anyway because you're right there. It's somebody who does not like to like miss opportunities. So that's funny as shit to me. Somebody who does not like to miss opportunities. You know what I mean? So if there's a chance to connect with you, they're gonna try it. That's why. That's the funny part. It's like, yeah, well, and usually, let me tell you this. Usually, this is like 90% of the time when you're dealing with men, usually, right? When they're really confident pursuing you and approaching you, they usually got a bitch at home. Usually. That's the reason he's so confident because he can't lose. I got a girl. I can't lose by approaching you. How do I lose? I can't. I can't lose. I got a girl. I approach you. Even if you say no, I won. It's okay because I just go home and fuck my bitch. You get what I'm saying? It's so crazy. So that's why I'm saying some of y'all they could be in a relationship. Others of y'all they not. And like I said, if they're not, then you'll notice because they're willing to compromise with you. You know what I mean? Like I'm not losing, so I can like I mean like well they don't want to lose you. That's what I'm saying. So if they don't have a relationship, they don't want to lose you. 'Cause that's what the Four of Cups is in reverse. But if they have a relationship, then this person will be like willing to compromise. Not, they'll be willing to compromise, but also they'll be willing to accept if you don't want them. So it's like, hey man, hey man, I got a girl, so you ain't gotta want me. You know what I mean? But for some others of y'all, they don't. So it just depends on which way the dynamic is going to play for y'all. But usually with the judgment here, this is somebody who feels like it was love at first sight. And this makes it a life-changing relationship too. So I don't know. Some of y'all probably will engage because that judgment could be like you feel called. You feel like there's a deeper meaning or a purpose for having this person in your life. They may also have a lot of influence over your life. They can be kind of generous, really like, I don't know, really easy to get along with and all that. So uh, what is that? Five of Cups though. So shyish. If they don't have a relationship, they're kind of shy, but they're confident. You wouldn't know that they're shy. But like I guess maybe when you guys are together or when you do stuff together, that's when you kind of realize like, this person may not be as confident as they appear to be, because that's what I'm picking up. Like you may notice that like maybe this confidence is like just put on for me or just for me. Like they may not be that confident out in public. And then others of y'all, maybe they are. I don't know. I kind of get the vibe of some of them not being that confident out in public, but like when the way you know them, they are confident. So like you may know them to be a go-getter, you know what I mean? Do this, that, do that, and third. And then when y'all go to like when y'all go to like Cheesecake Factory, they giving them cold broccoli and his steak ain't the butter ain't melting on his steak, and he's just like, I'm just gonna eat it. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You know what I mean? He be like, man, my butter ain't melt on my steak. I'm just gonna eat it though. Is you? Dang. All right, so anyway, it could be wait. Let me see. He said, I feel like Scorpio is really about to be spicy. I did Scorpio already. You missed it. I did Scorpio. I just came from Scorpio. Or I came from Libra, one and two. All right, so let me see what else you need to know about. So it's a detective. It's somebody who be snooping. They be all in your business. That King of Wands is a jealous and possessive boyfriend, husband, wife, girlfriend, whatever. They're a jealous and possessive person. And somebody who's always gonna want you guys to be up under them too with that Four Cups. So even if they got a relationship, you're gonna still be up under this person. It says extra. So it's somebody who's dramatic, likes to start trouble, likes to create arguments, likes to have tension. You know what I mean? But also they can get along with you. They could be very polite to you too. So maybe in public they're really polite, but then when you guys are home, they're probably really mean, like a Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde. But like not like mean where you're like, I don't want to be with this guy ever or be with this girl ever. They could just be a little meaner where like, you know what I mean, out in the street, it looks really nice. She's being really sweet. He's being really like, chivalrous and all that good stuff. But then when we're home, he'd be like, girl, make your own meals or, you know what I mean? Run your own bath water. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Like they kind of get kind of mean in that way. That's what I'm saying. But they really extra. It says codependent, change. So this may be a codependent relationship. You may not be able to let this person go. That King of Wands is a really attractive partner. They what everybody calls the catch. So that's why I say it's kind of, you know what I mean? Even if they didn't have a relationship, you may not be enthused about being committed to them, but you may still do it anyway, because like, it's King of Wands. They're attractive. Everybody wants this person. They are the catch of the tarot, allegedly. Man wise, like if you're a woman, it's the catch. Man wise. If it's a woman, I mean, if you're a man and you're attracted to a woman, I mean, maybe it's a catch. You may feel like she's a catch. You may just kind of like how easy going or how easy it was to kind of get with her, connect with her. Like it was convenient. What I'm saying is, so like y'all are around each other, and you didn't really have to like chase. You just had to like approach, and then it just kind of blossomed from there. So that's the vibe I'm picking up for y'all. All right, so yeah, two of cups is good. It could be friends too. So but either way, it's going to progress. It don't really matter. It's going to progress. You're going to feel called to progress in the relationship or take it to the next level. So some of y'all start off like that. Like it seems like hesitancy. So maybe it's friend zone, but with the four cups, eventually they get close enough or get comfortable enough. You get comfortable enough because it says it codependency, unhealthy attachment. So if, at some point you guys get used to each other being there, you know what I mean? Or they get used to you being there, or you guys get used to being close to each other, and then it becomes a relationship. All right. Like you may not intended it to, but hey, here we are. All right. So it could be a Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sag, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, okay. So I did that one. Yeah, I did all of those. Virgo be bringing you glazed donuts at work. Which ones? Is it Krispy Kreme or is it Dunkin' Donuts? Or is they one of those local brands that y'all got there? Winchell's? Which one is it? We all got Voodoo Donuts? Who's y'all donut people? Dunkin'? Tim Hortons? Who is y'all donut people? I need to know. Where y'all be getting y'all donuts from? Where y'all from? Hey, what's up there, he? Okay, so Leo. Let's look and see. Leo. Yeah, I would just linger to this relationship. Yeah. You just be friends, and then you know what I mean. And then I guess just one day y'all just kind of like fall into a relationship. Oh, Duncan. Oh, okay, Duncan must be big in NYC. Okay, you said I didn't like that read. I know, right? I know, right? I mean, it could just start off as a friend. They may not have a connection, Miss SET. They may not have a connection because there was so many different dynamics. I can't touch them all. So like, you don't have to write it up. I would just look for my Venus, my Moon, and my Mars. I'm not looking for my sun sign. That shit don't matter. Unless your sun sign is the same as your Venus or your moon, that shit don't mean shit when it comes to love. That's just what your ego look for. What you really want is in your moon, your Venus, and your Mars. So look for those. Oh, you got Voodoo in Austin? I didn't know it. Oh, Krispy Kreme. I like Krispy Kreme too. I fuck Krispy Kreme. All right. So anyway, let me see. Leo, your next committed relationship. Let's see. Ooh, Tower. It's going to surprise you guys. So it may come out of nowhere. It could be a chaotic relationship too, because of the Tower. All right, Six of Swords. So it could be somebody you guys had a falling out with, or separation, or breakup, or unexpected ending with, and then you guys kind of moved on from them. Or it's going to be somebody who you're going to like kind of have come into your life after they've had some type of like life, like a pivotal life change. So maybe they could have like gotten divorced, broken up, lost a house. I don't know, anything. It could just be like they've had some type of drastic change in their life when they come your way. Oh, we got the High Priestess in reverse. We got the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so they're unconventionally attractive. All right. Or not what you would normally go for when it comes to like attractive partners. So like they could be attractive, but like not what you normally would go for. All right. Some of y'all, they're a little heavier set, but like in shape. Than others of y'all, they're kind of lean, like really lean, like slim lean. I always think of women with no ass, right? Or like very slim, like very little bit breasts or some shit like that. Now they don't have to be, but they could be like little traits about them, or like they may not be the baddest. But the Queen of Wands is here, the High Priestess is here, which means that they're attractive. They just don't necessarily like. I think of women who don't like know how to put makeup on, or men who don't know how to dress themselves like that, or I don't know, like they have like sex appeal. That's what I'm saying. So like physically, maybe not attractive, but like sex appeal, hell yeah. You know what I mean? So some of y'all is that vibe. All right. It's gonna be somebody who surprise y'all. Y'all maybe like, I don't know, just kind of end up in a relationship, like, I don't know, unexpectedly too. And I want to say, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Could be now you got three different people here, four different people here. So I don't know. So Y'all may only know them on a superficial level at first. It may start off as just a superficial connection. Some of y'all may just be like, I don't know, y'all gonna end up in it just out of nowhere. So, you know what I mean? So usually with the high priestess, this could be somebody who's unattainable, hard to pin down, something along the lines of that. Unattainable, hard to pin down. You don't really know where you stand with this person. You know what I mean? Like it may start off as just a casual affair because the Queen of Wands in reverse. Y'all may just be sexing each other. Trip may be involved because the Six of Swords, maybe, or unexpectedly they call you, text you soon. It could be that. But it's somebody who's hard to pin down when it comes to romance relationships, but they have potential to be a husband or a wife because we got the King of Pentacles here. We got 4 different people here, so y'all got choices. If y'all wanted to figure out who you want a long-term relationship with, I guess, Page of Swords can mean that maybe you have to make your mind up. You know what I mean? Or this person has a lot of choices and decisions, and then they have to make their mind up. But like, if even it wouldn't really even be that they have to make their mind up, because if that was the case, they're still looking at you guys as like a viable option. They're looking at you guys as like, like maybe like you're not their usual type, but they'd be like, damn, I don't know why I like her or him. You know what I mean? I just like them. You know what I mean? Like sometimes non-traditionally attractive to women can also be that oh you're from Canada? Tim Hortons. I know Tim Hortons from Canada. I know, right? I know. But maybe you're the one that's like looking at them. I mean, maybe wait. Where was I going with that? What did I say? I forgot what I just said. I just said that what are y'all unexpected? You'll have a breakthrough. You're gonna have a breakthrough conversation. Can they call you, text you? Maybe be superficial at first, maybe just a little sexual. Oh yeah, I said that certain traits about them you're gonna find really attractive, not really knowing how to put your finger on it, or they're gonna feel that way about you. One or two, it's the sex appeal. That's what you're gonna like about this person. Sex appeal. So it kind of seems like again an extended short-term relationship at first. It may seem like an extended, what they call one night stand. You guys are just having sex or just kind of like random, like popping up when y'all want, or whenever, maybe whenever they're in town or whenever you're in town or something along the lines of that. I kind of get like a trip maybe is involved or something. And kind of pick that up. It's somebody who's generous though. They be having the money. They got some money though. I got a King of Pentacles. They got money. Or this is somebody who's into you because you got the money. You know what I mean? Like this may if this like if you're the one with the money, then this is like somebody who's like the baddie to you, or somebody who you view as like, eye candy, arm candy. And if they have the money and they're spending on you, then they're viewing you as eye candy. That's how you need to know it. You know what I mean? And even either way, both ways, maybe both of y'all, maybe they don't find you to be conventionally attractive, but they do find you attractive. It's like something about you just draws me to you. So even if they didn't see you as like a model, or even if you're a man, even if they didn't see you as like a 10, they definitely don't want you to not be in their life. They definitely want you to be around. So this is somebody who gets jealous very quickly too. They like your attention. They like your approval. They always want your approval. You know what I mean? So that maybe that's what it is. Maybe this is like somebody who like keeps coming back because they want your approval, or this would be somebody who you keep going back to because you want their approval. You know what I mean? Like you may feel like this person, you may feel like this person doesn't find you to be attractive. You may feel like they don't desire you. You may feel like this person is superficial. You may feel like you need to like look a certain way to be with this person or be a certain way to be with this person. You know what I mean? Or they will be that way with you. It's one of those two. But I get it. Eventually, at some point, it settles down, and then you guys become a lot more peaceful and tranquil. They start giving you more attention. So maybe you're giving this person more attention at first, and then after a while, like I don't know, maybe some of y'all when y'all threaten to move on, or when y'all have some type of sudden breakup or something like that, that's when this person decides to like really start giving you the attention, really start paying you some mind. You know what I mean? Really start listening and looking out for you. Like I get this being somebody who, like, if this is a newer person, this is a newer person y'all don't know, y'all know on like a superficial level. If y'all already like intertwined with this person, then it's somebody you guys have had like a sexual superficial connection. You already had a little connection at some point, or already had conversations. You may feel like this person is off limits. Like I probably shouldn't fuck with this person. You know what I mean? Sometimes that high priestess could be somebody who's unattainable, but it could also mean that they're off limits because there could be something going on. Some of y'all could because they already have a relationship, because that Queen of Wands can be the other woman, and so is the High Priestess. The High Priestess can be the other woman. She's the mistress. And then with the Queen of Wands, it definitely gives other woman or other man. So some of y'all could be that. You know what I mean? Y'all could be the other woman, other man. I don't know. Don't really matter to me. But yeah, I got the devil here too. Yeah, this could be a very tempting person. I think they have a lot of sex allure or a lot of like allure to them. It's something about this person. Maybe they have status, maybe they have influence. Like it almost seems like they're not even the baddest person ever. And I know a couple women like that. Like they're not even the most attractive, but like for some reason they just do it. I'm like, why do I like her? Why do you even look like that? Why do I even like that you look like that? You know what I mean? Like what traumas am I going through? You know what I mean? And I'm wondering, I'm sure I'm sure plenty of other people have said that about me too. Like, hey, like he's not even all that. And I was going crazy for him. Gotcha, bitch. But yeah, so y'all probably just have some unexpected conversations soon. At some point, you're gonna be chatting it up. That's what I get. So you're gonna get to know this person on a deeper level, or they're gonna get to know you on a deeper level. And then suddenly you're gonna notice yourself looking for this person's approval, or looking for this person's attention, looking for this person's admiration. They're gonna be looking for your admiration, looking for your attention. That's what happens. It definitely comes about that way. So yeah, yeah. Hey, hey. Hey, like matter of fact, now I think about it, a lot of those girls that I dated, they were attractive, but like they was also like they weren't like all my boys wasn't going crazy for them, so they wouldn't like, oh, yo, she's so fine, they was like, us, if you like it, I love it, yeah, I like it. Y'all may have kids too. It says knocked up, pregnancy, mothering. So this may be somebody who's either a parent or this would be somebody who you guys have kids with. This could be a taboo connection because of the high priestess. So so maybe y'all like at a distance from each other or something. Because maybe you have to frequently leave each other. I always think like maybe they in a relationship then. Because like why would you have to leave this person after having kids? I don't know. But maybe you could just be like, I don't know, maybe. Red flag. Maybe. It says red flags, warning sign, take heed. It's a risky situation. This relationship is a risky situation. And this would be somebody who like reveals a lot of secrets. You guys, I don't know. It could be rumors, gossip about y'all. People may insinuate stuff about y'all. Maybe you try to hide it. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Some of y'all, maybe y'all try to hide a pregnancy. Maybe this person's hiding a pregnancy. I have no idea. There's a lot of different scenarios that could be going on there. So yeah, sometimes though with the high priestess though and the queen of wands, if you guys date same sex, then it's same sex. Because that could also be that too. That could be what's considered taboo. Like if you guys date same sex, same gender, that's also there. I'll be forgetting to say that to y'all, but that's what it also be too. High priestess sometimes can be that they date same sex, or they could just be bisexual. You know what I mean? Some of y'all they could be bisexual, they could date, both genders or whatnot, or it could even mean that they or just LBGQ too. You know what I mean? I had to fuck that up. They could just be any of that. All right. So usually, well, we got brown skin, red hair, or brown skin, brown hair, or tannish hair, blonde hair, and then we got black hair, brunette, and paler skin. So some of y'all they're that way. They don't gotta be, but that's I was just giving you that. So we got Aries, Scorpio. Oh yeah. When I was saying unconventionally attractive traits, that usually, as a man, that could usually be like a woman who doesn't wear makeup. They're not really ugly when they don't wear makeup, but that, sometimes. And then it could also be like a tall woman. But if you're a woman, it could also be like a short man, or it could be like a older man, or I don't know. Something about them may feel like I probably shouldn't be with them. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It may catch a lot of people off guard that you guys are together. So that's what I will say. All right, and especially if y'all get pregnant, oh, your mom, your dad, or your family be so upset. Oh my gosh, you got a baby by him, by her. All right, so Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Is that all signs? That's all signs. Oh wait, yeah, it's all signs. Okay, it was all signs. So I told y'all because y'all had like damn near everybody in there. So y'all got choices if y'all want. Who y'all want to commit to. You just gotta not be so critical or not be so nitpicky. That would be your issue. The nitpickness. What's up, Air? Would you say? You say if you have to leave for someone to care about you, then it's not them. Now sometimes people don't really recognize until they're gone, till you gone. They be like, oh wait. You know what I mean? And a lot of so I was just listening to somebody talking about relationships, how there's like three different ways of having relationships. You got the codependent, well, it's not really codependent, but we call it what's it called? Uh what I was gonna say? You said I was supposed to say when as well. I was supposed to say what? What I was supposed to say? When? If you heard the signs, if you heard the signs, that's the when. The signs are your seasons when this may happen. Like one of those seasons is when you run into that partnership. All right, but what was I about to say? There's something else I was about to say. I forgot. It don't matter. I just be ranting. But we on Cancer now. Okay, so Cancer. Wait, I did these already. All right, which one am I on now? Oh, we didn't do these. African tarot. He said because Leo moved on for a bag. They do have the bag too for Leo. They had the bag too. That King of Pentacles was there. They got the monies. That's somebody who got the monies. All right. So, oh, I was talking about codependency. I don't know. I forgot something about codependency. Oh yeah, the three types of relationships. It was about so you have one relationship for like comfort, security. That's like the codependent relationship. Then there's one that's built out of like passion, desire, interest, similar interests, hobbies. That's how people be having these flings or be having these affairs because they get one partner that like provides for the security and it's not even intentional. It just be happening because there's other facets of you that like want to explore, want to keep continually growing, want to like, you know what I mean, become a better version. And you don't always do that when you get comfortable with a partner. Not saying that you can't, but that's what, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what it be though. I just thought about that. It was another part too. I forgot what the other one was. But yeah, I think the question was about like, can men love more than one woman? And they were just saying that humans in general can love multiple like things. Like, you know what I mean? So I forgot how they put it verbatim, so I can't even really run it back to you. But it was kind of it made me think for a little bit. I was like, yeah, it is kind of true. It's kind of true. Like you do have a connection for like, long term and commitment and for security, but then also like what about your private life? What about your social life? Do you not have a private life because I'm in a commitment? All right, so Cancer. We got the Ten of Swords. Oh, Ten of Swords. Is somebody you guys could have had an ending with, or it's gonna be a complicated relationship. The Ten of Swords. So it could be a Aquarius, Capricorn, or a Gemini. Oh, it's gonna be somebody you guys gonna be trying to build back towards being in a relationship. Seven of Cups in reverse. And then Page of Wands. So there was somebody who fell in love at first sight, or somebody who you fell in love with at first sight. Eight of Cups and the High Priestess. Very silent person. You guys may not be talking right now. Ten of Swords, High Priestess usually means like there's some type of blockage in communication at this time. So maybe you guys are building up the trust, the intimacy, the communication at this time. Page of Wands usually means it's like a newer experience, but even if it's not a past person, it's a newer person who comes after a heartbreak, a disappointment, a separation. You know what I mean? It's somebody who helps you build yourself back up. You know what I mean? They help you maybe explore and see your options. So this may be coming in a time when you guys are exploring your options. Maybe you guys didn't want to, you know what I mean? Yeah, because the Ten of Pentacles is here. I mean, Eight of Pentacles is here. Could be possibly work. Maybe work, possibly. If not, it's gonna be somebody who's gonna be working to tempt you guys or working to get you guys to like take a risk or to try them. You know what I mean? So they'll be trying to show you all the stuff that they have going on. So like there's like, I don't know. Yeah, I would say maybe they post. I'm not gonna say post their money because who does that? But maybe, but maybe they kind of post some of their accolades, their successes in a way. Seems like it's somebody who posts a lot, or they don't post a lot. So it's one of the two. They're gonna either be on extreme side of posting a lot or posting very little, if any. You know what I mean? So it's one of those two. All right. So what else is going on? Always at work, Ten of Pentacles, or always working on somebody who stays busy a lot. They're very emotionally withdrawn. So even if you guys aren't not talking, I mean, even if you guys are talking and not talking, you know what I mean? Like if you guys are in conversation or in like, yeah, if you guys are in communication with each other, then this is still somebody who's like always busy, always at work, always has something going on. You know what I mean? Like they're emotionally withdrawn. So it's somebody who doesn't really like feel their feelings at times. This may be more of a emotional I mean, for you, maybe mostly a satisfaction because like this person kind of like gets your mind off of stress, worry, especially if a lot of y'all came from a past connection or ending of another relationship. This would be somebody who like helps you guys rebuild your confidence or helps you guys get back out there, you know what I mean? Back into the market. Now, if this is like a past person or like a current person or somebody who you're trying to get to know, then it's like somebody's going to break the ice with y'all and you guys are going to build up rather quickly or rather consistently talking to each other. This may be somebody who views you as a temptation because the Ten of Swords could be here, which could mean there's some type of wrongdoing. It may be, you know what I mean? It may not be, it could mean that this person is either trying to make up for a wrongdoing or there is some type of wrongdoing because the Ten of Swords could be a betrayal and the High Priestess is still, again, somebody who's off limits or who's hard to obtain. So like the relationship is complex because either the person works very hard or a person is maybe betrayed you in the past or they recently got out of a long-term connection or you recently got out of a connection. Even if it's not long-term, you recently got out of a connection. So the Seven of Cups could be here, which could mean like you may be overwhelmed by this experience. Like you just kind of may be doing it to like suffice, you know what I mean? Because you want the experience. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to get out. Maybe you want entertainment. Because the Page of Wands here, it's somebody who's like for entertainment for the most part. And that may be just how you guys see it. Like you may just kind of see it as like entertainment, something fun, something to do. You know, it keeps you from feeling, some of y'all, it keeps you from feeling your feelings. You know what I mean? Is that? Yeah, the high priestess, right? Yeah, again, thank you again, Heem. It's LB. Let me read it. LGBTQ. It could be that too. Some of y'all, they could be that too. So that 10 source could be that. Because it could be somebody who's coming out of the closet. You know what I mean? It may not be feeling the most confident about it, but it could be that. It could be somebody who's recently done that, or it could be somebody who's hiding that. Some of y'all could be that. So maybe it's same sex for some of y'all, then others of y'all, it's just somebody who's hard to attain, hard to pin down. It's gonna be a complexity or some type of difficulty to be in a relationship. They can be very particular, or like I said, they work a lot. Like they may do repetitive work or do like the same process program over. It's somebody who's like could be stuck in a pattern. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who's a player, has a lot of other options, a lot of other choices. And a lot of y'all, they just be working and they just like throw money at shit. You know what I mean? They may buy you stuff or spend on exquisite stuff or something like that. Like, here, I get you this. And then, you know, maybe for most of y'all, it's maybe just sexual because of the Page of Wands. They're usually about like excitement, energy, wanting to like, you know, just explore. And this may be somebody who's helping y'all get past a certain point. If this is a newer person and you don't know them, then this person is looking to break the ice soon. And then, like I said, it's going to happen very quickly because when they saw you, it was love at first sight. It was like, oh, snap, Cancer. I get a younger person. So maybe this could be somebody that got younger, but then they don't have to be like, this could be an older person. They just look young. Because that's also possible too, because the high priestess is here, which means and it's upright. So this is somebody who is a conventionally attractive, or at least to you, they're conventionally attractive. Like anybody, you could show this to your friends, and your friends like, yeah, she attractive, he attractive. You know what I mean? So it's somebody who's conventionally attractive to you and maybe your peers. All right. So yeah, but it seems like they don't take that many pictures though. And then others of y'all, they take too many pictures. In my opinion, why you take so many pictures? A million selfies, and you 40 years old. You said I'm 40, but look young. Me too, Heem. I'm 42. I'm not 42. I'm 40, but I look 42. I mean, I look 40. I look younger. People say allegedly. Allegedly, when they're giving me stuff, they say you do look kind of young. I didn't know you was that. You know what I mean? So I think they just be trying to say that to get on my good side. Yeah, but anyway, Eight of Cups. So Eight of Cups could be a present person. So some of y'all, it's a present person who we're talking about right now, be who you dealing with right now. Or like recently, because the Ten of Swords could be like you're going through hardships with this person right now. But eventually it's going to smooth itself out. You guys will be working, you know, you guys will start figuring it out. Because the Eight of Pentacles is like, I start figuring it out. You know what I mean? I start figuring out what needs to be done, what works, what doesn't work. You guys are figured that out. You know what I mean? And then scrap all the other shit and stop focusing on other things that don't really matter in the connection and the grand scheme of the relationship. Because some of y'all, sometimes the Ten of Swords can be about you creating complications in your relationships because you're worried and focused on too many other external things outside of the connection, which could be a problem. You know what I mean? Because I do know a lot of people who be so worried about like, oh, I look like I'm in my 30s. Okay. Thank you. So it seems like it could be that because like some of y'all may be too focused on other things, or they're like that, where they focus on too many things outside of the relationship itself, external factors, you know what I mean? Stuff that don't really matter. Like, say maybe you work at, I don't know, maybe you work at, I'm just giving an example. You probably don't work at fast food, but even if you did, let's say you work at fast food and then people are always coming through fast food, flirting with you or tipping you extra. And he'd be like, why they be wanting to talk to you? Why they be tipping you? Why they be like, it's somebody who doesn't like that. They don't like, they be jealous very quickly. Page of Wands gets jealous very quickly when people either message you, talk to you, flirt with you, do any of that XYZ. They don't like that shit. So, yep. All right. So anyway, oh wait. You said yeah, early 30, 33, 34. Yeah, I know, right? I was thinking like, yeah, you feel me? I was thinking I could have got away with a 20 something, but like I ain't tripping. 30 is cool. 30 is not a bad age. 40 ain't a bad age. You know what I mean? I don't feel like it. I don't feel like I'm 40 for real. I'll be forgetting some days. I'm like, damn, I really am up here. Cause it don't feel like it. Like I feel like I'm turning into a kid again, y'all. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like a kid again. It's somebody, oh, you guys gonna be having harmony in the relationship. So it's gonna be hard. Okay, this is what you need to know about this relationship. It's going to be hard at first. So it don't matter if it's a new, old, past, whatever. It's going to be difficult at first, but with the Eight of Pentacles, as long as you keep your nose to the grindstone or trust the process, continually keep putting the work, the effort into it, keep consistency. As long as you don't stop being consistent with this person, you guys will get there. You know what I mean? You guys will get there. That's how I was gonna get to a commitment, because it says harmony, peace, balance, happiness. And then the Ten of Swords, and then the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. So some of y'all gradually, if this person has other options, gradually they let go of options. Or if you have options, then you let go of options. But at first, it shows up as just like fun, enjoyment, maybe even complicated, because you may feel like you're putting in a lot of work, putting a lot of effort, or they'll be feeling this way. I don't know who's gonna be feeling that way. But at some point, you guys balance this situation out and bring some harmony into the connection. This may be somebody who likes to, I don't know. I'm about to say may have like what is that shit where they be like, is it ADHD or what is that shit? It could be damn it, what is that shit? It's damn, it's not Down syndrome. It's where they be having to do stuff. Is it ADHD? Or is the other shit? It's the other shit. Autism. Some of y'all, they may have autism where they be always like having to like stack stuff. I'm like stacking stuff, or like, you know what I mean? Like little peculiarities. That's what you may notice with this person. Little peculiarities or some shit like that. Yeah, it's like autism. I'm telling you. Anyway, so yeah, they may also stay in a small house. There's gonna be somebody who's gonna be open to y'all. They'll let you be like codependent. It's somebody who will share their resources with you, share whatever they have. They're an overgiver at times. So, or you'll be one to overgive to this person. But it says an important person plays an essential role, irreplaceable. So it's gonna be somebody you guys are gonna find, and it says codependency, unhealthy attachment. So it's be somebody you guys to be connected to and find it hard to let go of, because it's like somebody who you guys feel like is very important, or they'll be feeling like you're very important. You know what I mean? They like to stack stuff. You know what I'm talking about, Ruby? They be stacking stuff. I just felt that. I was just like, damn. I was just noticing that. Like they be having a certain way they gotta do stuff. Mm. Ah, sheesh. No sugar in there. Mm. Okay. Did I do this one? I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I did. Okay, so here we go. You said so when the relationship's supposed to happen? What signs did I just say? Okay, so what signs did I just say? Because that's what I said the last go around when you said that to me too. I said the signs represent the seasons when this stuff plays out. So during these seasons, whatever signs you've seen during those seasons, maybe you should be a good girl or be very pleasant and easy to get along with so that it can happen. Otherwise, just wait till the next season. You know what I mean? But it can happen anywhere in those seasons. I'm telling you, anywhere in those seasons, it's a pattern. So maybe you missed it this season. Maybe I said Taurus and Cancer. Maybe you missed Taurus season. Cancer season's coming right around the corner. All you gotta do is be good. Like Christmas, just be good. Then you be a girlfriend, or you be a wife, or you be a boyfriend. Ain't gonna be hard. Ain't gonna be hard. You just ain't gotta piss people off for a little bit. That's all. You know what I mean? All right, so Gemini. Gemini. I said all four seasons. You said I am a good girl. I can't help these men are scared of a real strong woman. Yeah, I mean, that's what we always say at some point. You know what I mean? I could always say that. Like, yeah, women don't like a man that's can take care of himself. Yeah, no, they just don't like a man that's doing his own thing, do what he want to do when he want to do it. Nobody likes that. You know what I mean? So there may be something that you doing that's also working against you. So maybe you gotta pay attention to that. You say you don't want no weak bum, but nobody wants to have to conquer their woman every 24/7, 365. You know what I mean? All right, so here we go. Six of Swords. So some of y'all, it could be somebody you guys moved on from. If not, it's gonna be a relationship that's helping you transition. So you guys may be committed with this person because they're helping you move on or helping you guys get to the next level. Oh yeah, ask for a tarot chat. Oh yeah, that was last year. I guess I could do it again though. I didn't know if people wanted to do that. You know what I mean? You said I'm 50-50. Shit gotta be equal. I'll be feeling you there too. And that's a rarity, FK. I never hear women say that they want 50-50. I be hearing them say they want 80-20 or 75-21. Yes, this is gonna be somebody who's helping you guys transition or let go of some type of grudge, or you're helping this person transition because we got Six of Swords, King of Swords in reverse. So it's somebody you're either helping transition from maybe a divorce, a separation, a breakup, or this is somebody who you guys are, or they're helping you move on. If you went through a breakup, separation, or something like that, I get that vibe too. All right, but hold on, we gotta get the other one out. Let me get these other ones out real quick, and then I'll tell you what's going on. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it could be Ace of Pentacles, and what else? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And the Empress. This may end up in pregnancy. If y'all don't have pregnancy, this could end up in you guys maybe living together or like really starting to take care of each other's needs. It's somebody who can do that. We got the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is like the more feminine version of it's the more like nurturing version as well of the Empress. So she'd be like the person who like supports you, encourages you. So it's gonna be somebody who's gonna encourage you guys to be willing to start over again. So if you're leaving from a connection, then it's somebody who's gonna be encouraging you guys to start over. All right. Or if it's a past connection, because the Six of Swords could be somebody you guys moved on from, cut your losses with, but then they're gonna try to start it again. So it depends. They're gonna present an opportunity for y'all to like start again if it's a past person. You know what I mean? It's somebody who's a homemaker, Queen of Pentacles, homemaker, very good. I was gonna say cook clean, do whatever you want to do. Empress here too, so y'all may have kids with this person, or you guys could have kids if you want to. You don't have to. Ace of Cups is here, so y'all. I don't know. I mean, you know what this person does? They do the practical stuff that you like. So if this is a man, think of it as like they do the oil changes, they can pay the bills, they maybe can cook clean, they could. It's Queen of Pentacles. She's usually in the house, but it don't have to be. But usually this is like a caretaker and somebody who's usually in the house. So there's maybe somebody who likes to be home, likes to be in their own little space. They always can find something to do. They're talented at a bunch of different shit. Really like distant and like reserved, not much of a communicator with everybody, but will communicate with you a lot. So you may be like, they may be like saving conversations to bring to you to talk about. Like this may be somebody who doesn't talk to nobody all day long, and then as soon as they get home, you be like, God damn, shut the fuck up. I ain't talked to nobody at all. I just been waiting to talk to you. I had girls that was like that before. Plenty of women. As soon as they get off of work, they want to talk about it. I gotta talk about it. You've been at work this whole time. You never talked to nobody about what was going on at work. We spend the whole 2 hours talking about work. So it's somebody who's like that. They could be listening ear, but with the King of Swords, they can sometimes like not really be there, not really be present. So like you could rant and you can like vent because that's what you'll get from this connection. Six of Swords and King of Swords. You can vent, you can rant, but they may not really be listening. They just kind of encourage you. Oh yeah, so what else did she say? No, babe, she was wrong. You know what I mean? Or the woman do it to you. Like, what do you say? That's not really your friend. You know how women be. Women be faking. That's not really your friend. Babe, you don't need to be hanging around with him. Yeah, don't fucking. That's my boy. I'll pick and choose when I want to cut him off. You know what I mean? So it's somebody who plays that game. All right, King of Swords and Six of Swords, though. So they have like a condescending way of talking. You know what I mean? But I guess you guys will like chatting a lot because this could be somebody who brings you those harsh truths and says all the shit that like you'd be afraid to say. They say all the stuff that other people would be afraid to say. That's what you'll probably. That's why y'all be together because you feel like this person challenges you and says stuff to you that other people don't say. Like people don't keep it real with you. This person will. This person let you know, like, hey babe, you're getting kind of fat. Hey babe, I don't like this meal that you made. They give you constructive criticism that's honest though. You know what I mean? Now, King of Swords sometimes can be dishonest, but we got a lot of the other cards here that are saying that it can be honest. So like I'm just gonna say that they can be dishonest at times, and that's just natural human nature. But for the most part, this person would be honest with you. Honest to a fault. Where sometimes you prefer them to shut up. Don't say that again to me. You know what I mean? Because that King of Swords can say shit that cuts you. You like, why would you say that? They be like, I've been paying attention to you for a while and I didn't say anything. You just picked up an easy 25 pounds. Like, damn, babe, you fat. You know what I mean? They may not say like you fat, but like, you know what I mean? Like they may say stuff to you like, oh, they're like, yeah, that wasn't the best sex that we've had in a while. Like, are you tired? What's going on here? Do you need some water or something? Or, you know what I mean? It could be mean. Yes, they could be mean. But like, you know that they care because of like them doing acts of service. The Queen of Pentacles is here. They're doing acts of service. So it's gonna be somebody who's gonna encourage you guys to start the connection over if it's a past person. If it's a newer person, you're gonna feel encouraged to start the connection over because of how this person doesn't seem to like socialize and communicate with anybody. It seems like they're giving you special attention. You're like, oh, they only really talk to me like that. They only really acknowledge me like that. You know what I mean? They only really like spend their time with me like that. You know what I mean? They only really engage with me. And you're gonna feel that way. You're gonna feel like this person makes special exceptions for you or special. I don't know. You're gonna feel like they do stuff that's like that lets you know, like, hey, I'm looking at you different now. I'm looking at everybody else. You know what I mean? So you may spend a lot of time with them, but it starts gradually because at first it may seem like this person does not want you around. That's how it's gonna feel. So, or you're gonna, or they're gonna assume that you don't want them around. I don't know which way it's gonna feel. It's gonna seem like they don't want you around. It's gonna seem like you don't want them around. And then Ace of Pentacles is here, so they offer an opportunity, or opportunity too good to say no to is presented from them. So even if it's a past person, then this person kind of like lets their guard down and like presents an opportunity for y'all to spend some time together. The issue though, because the Ace of Cups is here, they don't really love you the way you want to be loved. They love you in practical means. They do acts of service. So if you're like a emotional reassurance person, likes to hear a lot of "I love you," maybe a lot. I mean, they could be affectionate because of the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. They could be affectionate, but I think for the most part, some of y'all, this may be somebody who's used to like being spoiled themselves, or used to being treated as the trophy in their relationships, because we got the Empress and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Like they could be very self-sufficient. So this may be somebody who usually dates higher echelon partners. So, you know what I mean? If you're not like, I don't know, a model or like a millionaire, billionaire, man wise, or like, I don't know, celebrity or some shit like that, then to this person, just to this person, they feel like, they don't have to go that crazy. That's the vibe I'm kind of picking up. You know what I mean? Like, kind of feel like they don't have to go that crazy, but like they do like you more than they like other people. So, but anyway, you could probably end up being married to this person though, because of the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, because of the Empress. This could lead to marriage, or it could lead to you guys being like, happily satisfied with this person. I feel like when the opportunity is presented, it's going to be hard for y'all to say no. I feel like you ain't gonna want to say no to this person. I feel like you guys will be tempted to say, okay, let's see where this can go. Because that's how it's gonna start off, is like just seeing where this can go, just seeing what can happen. You know what I mean? So yeah, well-dressed person, you're gonna like how they dress, you're gonna like they have a sense of fashion, or they dress to appeal to you. You know what I mean? And then usually with the Queen of Wands, I mean Queen of not Queen of Wands, the Empress, they could be somebody who's really pleased with their body. So it's somebody who's very pleased with their body, or you'll be very pleased with their body. You know what I mean? So they may take care of themselves, even if they're older, because Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, Empress, you got three different people. So most of them look like they're older than you, but they don't gotta be. You know what I mean? They don't gotta be older than you, but they do seem like they could be older than you, at least in their demeanor, their behavior. Maybe they just look older. You know what I mean? The Empress, though, and the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who takes care of their body, takes care of themselves, very self-sustainable, very self-sufficient. You know what I mean? Like you guys are just maybe the cream in the coffee. What is it? Cream in the, you're just like the cream on top. You're basically a cream on top. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna say extra, but like I didn't need this, but like I want you. That's what it is. You're a want. How about that? You're a want, not a need. So that you get treated different when you're a want, not a need. You know what I mean? When you're in need, people have to sometimes like, go out of their way and do shit that they really don't want to do, and then they end up resenting you for it. Whereas if you're a want, because it's Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, because you're a want, then I can like, I don't, it's like, it's no pressure. There's no pressure because you just want it. That's what I mean. All right. So anyway, it could be a Aquarius, Virgo, wait. Damn. Let me see what else. Let me see what else. Yeah, it could be cherry on top. It could be the creme de la creme. It could be in both of those things. Oh, shit. Oh, I've been talking for 2 hours. That's why. I was like, why am I coughing so much? Been talking too much. All right. So there's somebody who's probably yeah, they take care of the house. They could be into like cleansing or detoxing, or this is somebody who you guys tried to cleanse and detox yourselves from. It looks like they're gonna be trying to come back into your lives. It's somebody who I was gonna say some of y'all they had your location, or they know where you stay, or you know where they stay, or y'all stay in like the same location, maybe the same neighborhood, but like in the same location, like in the same area. I always think of this. Think of this. I don't know if you guys have this, but you ever been on like a Find My iPad or Find My iPhone or whatever, right? And you know how like there's like that circle when you ping somebody, there's like a circle. So maybe they're like that, and like your circumference and that circular area on your, I don't know. I'm just kind of giving like it gives like a vibe where it's somebody that's supersized. I don't know. Some of y'all, this could be somebody who's like excessive into indulging. So maybe this person has like a sweet tooth, or they can like indulge and stuff. They could put some food away. So maybe I don't know. Maybe they eat a lot. Like it kind of gives a vibe they eat a lot. And then it says two-faced friends, hidden intention. So maybe it starts off as a friend, and then it becomes more. You know what I mean? I kind of get you guys just kind of going for just going with the flow at first. It's gonna be one of those relationships. If you don't want to go with the flow, then it's it's not happening. But it's a go with the flow type of relationship at first. You know what I mean? You guys may resent that at first, but eventually you get the opportunity. And I say eventually, it's not long because of the King of Swords. It's not long. You guys just helping this person either move on or you're helping. They're going through a transitioning period, which don't got to be a relationship. It could just be a transitioning period in their life where they're either letting go of grudges, letting go of shame, guilt, they're letting go of like blaming others, or they're letting go of like, being vindictive or feeling like other people are against them or feeling like they're not getting the opportunities that they should be getting or whatever the case may be. They're getting out of that stage. And that's where you guys will be able to come together. Because this is somebody who's good at being a housemate. If you guys were to move in together, y'all be like, y'all have a good house. Like Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, y'all have a good house. Y'all have some luxury shit, clean house, everything you want, food, cars, all type of shit. Y'all have a good life. I'll say that. All right, so could be a Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini. Could be a Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus. Could be. Some of y'all they have kids. Others of you they do not, but they may want kids. I keep saying that. I kind of feel vibes that they may want kids or something like that. Okay. You said I live in a penthouse. Oh, you live in a penthouse? Where you live at? Where you live at? FK Slave, Georgia. You must live in Georgia or New York. It's one of the two. I think it's Georgia though, but it could be New York. So then she'd be like, "Don't say that. Don't be telling people where I stay." Then people be riding around Georgia looking for FK Slay. All right, so Taurus. Hold on. Okay, so Taurus. All right, let's see your next committed relationship. You said where the white people at? That's everywhere. They're like everywhere. So where would that be at? Alaska, Maine, Montana, Utah, Colorado. Where else they be at? Oregon. It's one of those places. There's a lot of white folk there. All right, so let me see. Taurus. Your next committed relationship. Did I do these? I swear I did these already. I think I just liked them. That might have been what it was. Hold on, I got another deck. Here we go. Taurus. All right, so Taurus, yeah, Kentucky. Oh yeah, Kentucky, Australia. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to Australia, so I don't know. Is it a big population of white folk in Australia? I don't know. You know where I thought that was really amazing? I know we were talking about white folk, but I was just thinking about something else. When I was in San Francisco, you know how many Asians were in San Francisco? I thought I was in China. I definitely was like, yo, there's Asians everywhere. Everywhere was Asians. It was almost like in Colorado where everybody there was a Ethiopian or East African. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Everything, gas station, they had everything. They had all the strong positions too. I was like, these motherfuckers got everything. He said, love the Aussies. How about the white folk in the White House? Hey, Heem, don't start, man. Heem, don't start. All right, so Taurus, your next committed relationship. Here we go. Magician reverse. All right, we'll see. Your next committed relationship. Oh, okay, we got the Empress. Damn, we starting off with major arcana. So we getting crazy. What else? What's that? And the Lovers, all major arcanas? Come on now. What the fuck? All major arcanas. I got the Hangman, the Chariot, the Tower, the Lovers, the Empress, and the Magician. Okay, so your next committed relationship. This may be somebody who's an entertainer, or somebody who's like very communicative and talkative to everybody. It seems like everybody likes them, or everybody talks to them, or everybody socializes with them, or everybody romanticizes and idolizes their connection to this person, or everybody romanticizes and idolizes this person. So maybe they're very attractive because of the Empress and the Lovers. They could be very attractive, or it could just be that maybe some of y'all, it may be friends at first, you know what I mean? And then because the Tower's here, you guys maybe unexpectedly like kind of fall into a relationship. Like it just may start off as just like us building trust, intimacy, You know what I mean? We get used to talking to each other because the magician is here. This may be somebody who like doesn't even think that they can make it happen, or you may not really think you can make it happen with them. Like they may not, you may not even intend to really be in a relationship, but it could turn into that. Now it could also turn into pregnancy because the Empress is here, the Chariot is here. Like this may move very quickly, so that's why some of y'all make like pregnancy may make it move faster. But then others of y'all, it could just be that this person is like maybe very career driven, so like they want to move this situation very quickly. Like suddenly this person is just like maybe more devoted, more passionate about y'all relationship. You know what I mean? Maybe because I'm also noticing with this Chariot riding away from this tower, they could be also avoiding another relationship that's ending. So maybe this person is one of those people who rush right into a connection. You know what I mean? After sex, like if y'all have sex, if you're just like a newer person and you guys have sex, then this would be like a person who like after sex, you're my girlfriend or you're my husband or you're my boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like it could be somebody who's along the lines of that. Seems like they have a very easy job too. Like this is somebody who does not work very hard. With the magician in reverse and the hangman here, they don't work very hard. They got a very easy job, very simple job, or other people do their job for them. So they could be in a management or a leadership position. Like the Empress is somebody who takes care of others. So maybe they're a business owner and then they take care of like taking care of other people because they own the business. So then they take care of people's households because I'm paying you these checks. So then it could be that. But I get like an entertainer person, somebody who has like distinct mannerisms. So like think hand gestures, think certain face, you know what I mean? Think, I don't know, like you know what I mean, have certain like characteristics that you'll notice that's like them. OnlyFans could be, you right too. That could be. OnlyFans could be that. I didn't even think about that because that magician, it could be that easy ass job. They're very attracted to people. People may spend money on them because that Empress is here. People respect them. People like them. They're attracted to a lot of people. It could be that. They could also have a large following. I was noticing that. And the Chariot here, they are in the public eye. Maybe very nice vehicle. I just know this relationship going to move very quickly, very fast. So y'all may like ground the connection very quickly, either after sex, because some of y'all may feel like, "Ooh, this gonna be the best I'm gonna get." You know what I mean? Or this is like the creme de la creme, or this is the top dog or the top maid, or you know what I mean? Like some of y'all may look at them in this light. You know what I mean? Others of y'all may just kind of like view this person as being worthy of setting down. Like I know you'll feel like they're worth settling down with. That's what I will say. You guys can talk to each other about anything. It's somebody who like is like really peaceful, really reserved, easygoing, doesn't seem to get upset about anything. You know what I mean? They make a way out of any way. So you don't really have to think too much about like, I don't know, you don't have to think too much about anything with this person. You know what I mean? You don't have to, I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be a leader. Cause almost like you don't have to think too much when you're around this person. You get what I mean? Like you can just talk to them and you can just vent and they'll like give you like good valid information. Like, you know what I mean? Reciprocal. Maybe love at first sight for some of y'all. Strong eye contact. Always dress nice too. Always dress, even if they're just like wearing like even if they're just wearing like sweats or I don't know, anything, boxers or some shit, they look very attractive. Huh. Very attractive. Tower. Okay, you know what's up with this person though? So this would be somebody who triggers you guys a lot. You know what I mean? Or you'll trigger this person a lot. They go off randomly on shit, tangents, or just randomly explode over situations, minute situations too. So that's something about this person. So there's somebody who's like really easygoing, chills, and they're very patient, but like when they're fed up, they're fed up. You're like, oh shit. So maybe you guys are with the lovers here, it could be a dualistic side. So you guys may be like the mirror of each other. Maybe you're like the outgoing, loud, chaotic person, and they're like really laid back. But then like when they get in their mood, they're like, they're the loud and chaotic person, and then you're laying back. Like you guys kind of may flip back and forth. Or this would be somebody who mirrors you exactly to the T. So like if you think of you as a high class person, this person does too. If you think of yourself as a person that like deserves respect and admiration, this person does too. If you don't really have to try hard to have connections or get into relationships, this person doesn't either. So I'm kind of getting that vibe too. Like I just get them being a mirror of you. You know what I mean? And somebody who's patiently waiting to talk to you or something, because it's going to happen out of nowhere that y'all end up in a relationship. So if it was like a past person, then it's a past person who's trying to recreate the experience that y'all may have shared because you were the more viable option or the best partner that they've had up until this point. You know what I mean? Where they still kind of hold on to your memories and the essence of the connection and all that. I get this person maybe drives a truck or a bigger vehicle or a newer vehicle. Some of you, they drive like a newer vehicle or a truck or something like that. Or if they don't do that, then they just, I don't know, they could just be in a public position where, or in the public eye, where they are noticed and attractive to a lot of people. That's what I really will say. Somebody who's attracted to a lot of people. All right. And again, because the hangman is here, you guys may allow this person to get away with murder at times or get away with, like, you know what I mean? Shit that you would not let other people get away with. You know what I mean? Because you find them to be attractive, because you feel like this could be somebody I could have kids with, or somebody I could be married to, or somebody who really takes my needs seriously. Because that's how you'll feel. You'll feel like this person really takes your needs seriously. Or this would be somebody who you'll notice that you want to take their needs seriously, in which case then you'll be like, okay, well, I do want to be in a relationship with this person, because why do I care about their needs? That must be mean something then. You know what I mean? Uh, any height? I don't got no special height. Maybe a little bit of height. Some of y'all, they could be bald. I do got that. We got a bald guy here. So some of y'all, they could be bald or wear glasses, have a fro. You know, they could be that, or have a lot of hair. So either they know have no hair, they have a lot of hair. I got glasses. I also got like a gymnast. So some of y'all, they may be very flexible or like very agile. Yeah. There's gonna be somebody who's gonna make up an excuse to talk to you. If it's a newer person, it's gonna be an excuse to try to move y'all connection forward fast too. They're gonna try to come up with all the they already come up with a strategy, but it's gonna be somebody who's gonna try to portray, I don't know, the relationship as a fantasy in a way to kind of rush you into it. You know what I mean? They play a part really good. So maybe they are an actor or something like that. They play a part really good. Could be a I would say a tech, field tech, or like they're good with technology in a way. Now, some of y'all they're not good with technology, but then others of y'all they're really good with technology. Like you gotta watch them with technology. You know what I mean? So could be a Virgo, Gemini, uh, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Taurus. Mm, really clever person. Some of y'all they are like a content creator or something like that. They do like an easy job where they like they're able to kind of create their own schedule, or they're able to create their own, like, I don't know, income or something like that, or their own hours or something like that. Like it seems like they're fun employee or they enjoy what they do for work. Penny pension. It says financial struggle, saving up, budgeting. Okay, so some of you are penny pinching or they're just frugal. But usually with the Chariot and the Empress, that does not mean that they're poor. Codependent. So it'll be a relationship where you become a lot more aware of your codependent habits because of this person. Oh yeah, they're attractive. Obsessive, physical attraction, sex appeal. Somebody who's very attractive. You guys may be stuck to each other by codependency. Some of y'all be stuck to them by sex. That may be what it is. Sex or children. That could be the codependency. Or I don't know, they spoil you, they treat you really well. So you just get used to that. You're like, man, I ain't going nowhere. Don't nobody love me like they do. Don't nobody show me love like they do. Yeah. Somebody who does, if they're not like struggling financially, which I highly doubt, then they're like really good at budgeting, saving up money, investing their money, making more money. You know what I'm saying? Like they're good at that. So yeah. All right. Physical attraction, physical obsession. So you just be a partner you guys will be obsessed with, or they'll be obsessed with you. I don't know. Somebody will be obsessed. Streaming is the highest paid job right now. I might turn into a streamer. I mean, I'm streaming right now, but like I might be like a streamer. Wait, I may just like stream, like everywhere. At the gym, when I'm just chilling on the couch, I fucking stream. Who streaming? I was just talking to this girl today at the gym because she do content and stuff, and so she just started following me. We just been working out and shit. But anyway, we were just casually talking about like content because I was noticing her content. So she was like, if you ever see anything and you think that you give me advice, just tell me. I was like, oh yeah, of course, of course. So it was just making me think about that. Like think about like how like you said what? Hell yeah, they make up to 400K an hour. 400K. I mean, yeah, they can. Not everybody does. Not everybody does that. Cause I definitely seen some of them get into it. Like Adrian Bronner and Dean the Great. And then the one dude, what's his name? He quit. Kai. And then there was another one. My boy, Benadon, he funny as fuck. I don't never like watch them, but when I see the clips, I be watching them because niggas is funny. They funny. I'm like, yo, I would love to just do that. I think I should just do that. Just be streaming all day long, just talking shit. I don't know. Oh yeah, Duke Dennis. I know about Duke Dennis. I never like watched their streams. I don't know where they be streaming at, but like I've seen them before. They are funny as shit sometimes. All right, so yeah, that was that. That was that. Attractive. You guys may be codependent, stuck on each other, hard to leave each other alone. All right, Aries, bam, here we go. It's the end. This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Okay. Who got 3.3 million followers? Who has 3.3 million followers? You waited that long, Mia. If they can do it, anyone can. I know that's a fact. I definitely can. Doctors don't make that. Facts, they don't. But doctors aren't as entertaining either. But like, I would prefer there be more doctors, but like, not really. But then again, yeah, we maybe do need to be overflux because doctors do be charging a lot just to keep you alive. And I know that's important. And I know it sounds like I'm not making sense right now, but for real, when you do doctors, I don't know, when you do stuff like that for like the care and like, concern of human race and human nature, human society or whatever, I always think like, why the hell are you charging so much? Like dentists be making me mad because they be making a killing. Why the fuck are you I know it takes skill to do it. I get it. But you're also helping out your fellow man. You know what I mean? Like, why would you like pill them so hard that they can't even like they have to struggle, you know what I mean, with their mouth pain? Like, you know what it is like to have like a rotten tooth or a cracked tooth or you know what I mean? Or like they need a heart transplant or they need a you know what I mean? They need I don't know, some type of surgery and all that, and you can't do it because you don't have the money to do it. So I should just die, huh? Damn, you have the opportunity to help me. You say, fuck me. Fuck me. I don't got 50,000 to get a new liver. Fuck me. Insurance ain't gonna pay for it. Fuck me. You know what I mean? Anyway, okay, Page of Wands in reverse. So Page of Wands in reverse. I don't know. We're gonna see though first. We're gonna see. I'm not even gonna jump to it. Ace of Cups. Okay, well, it'll be a new partner. So let's see. Again, you guys may not really be as interested at first. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So your next committed relationship is the Lovers. Okay. Seven of Swords. Maybe it's a little bit of a sneaky type of connection, but it don't have to be sneaky. It could just be that you guys maybe are trying to avoid being by yourselves. Some of y'all. So it's somebody who makes you feel seen. Because I got the Four of Cups here. You guys maybe just in this relationship out of convenience. You know what I mean? It's something. So this partner coming into your life is going to help y'all accept something about yourselves that you weren't willing to accept. I don't know what it is. It could be a bunch of shit. So it doesn't even really matter. But usually with the Page of Wands in reverse, you may not really be interested at first, but I think y'all are just gonna be taking it out of oh, thank you so much, Poetic. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much for everybody that was here. If y'all leaving early, thank you. But yeah, it seems like you guys may be taking this opportunity out of convenience because the Four of Cups is here and the Wheel of Fortune is here. It just kind of happens out of nowhere. So y'all just kind of maybe they just propose to you out of nowhere. The Page of Wands is somebody who's like overzealous, rather impulsive. So like either you do it or they do it. Somebody just proposes to the other person out of nowhere. Usually with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it just can mean that there's a lot of outside circumstances in the relationship that keep y'all from really being together. Maybe it's distance, maybe it's age, maybe it's race, maybe it's, I don't know, anything. It could be status, it could be, I don't know, schedules. You know what I mean? If it's not that for y'all, then some of y'all is just somebody who you guys they're going to pique your interest from interacting with them often and having conversations with them. You guys will find each other equally attractive. The Page of Wands could just mean that you're not interested maybe in taking it further. Maybe some of y'all just wanted to be sexual. Others of y'all maybe just want the experience. Maybe some of y'all just want the company or they just want that. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? The Lovers is here, which means that y'all share some type of mutual understanding between the both of y'all. It could feel like love at first sight because the Page of Wands is here. It could feel like love at first sight, or it could feel like you guys are meant to be in each other's lives, but circumstances outside of y'all connection could be hindering y'all. So maybe it's travel, maybe it's distance, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe you guys don't live together, maybe they live with somebody, maybe they're in a connection, maybe they're in a partnership. I don't know, it comes off as like playful at first, friendly, just joking. Then they just get bold one day, or you just get bold one day. You know what I mean? So some of y'all is a friend who's just been around, who's biding their time, waiting on the right opportunity, waiting on a chance to like come around. You said my chat has changed a little, right? It has though, right? It definitely has. Oh, thank you so much. Our Air 282. Thanks for being here. So it could be somebody who's like you guys are just comfortable. Y'all have gotten close to being around each other. Y'all have interacted with each other from time to time. It starts off that way, and then eventually it grows. It becomes more. Eventually, we feel like we understand each other. You know what I mean? Or maybe that's where you guys decide to take the risk to like have sex, and then that bonds y'all together. I don't know. Page of Wands means that you guys weren't really like interested at first to explore or see what this could be, and then you do. The Wheel of Fortune is here, so I guess with enough interactions, it becomes love. This person like actually knows your love language, or actually tries to love you in the way that you want to be loved. That might be what keeps you guys around. You're like, oh, this person is trying. They're trying. You know what I mean? Or this person stays around because they see you trying. Now, because the Wheel of Fortune is here, and the Ace of Cups is here, and the Page of Wands is here, this could be somebody who's trying to be clever. They may be viewing you guys as a come up in some way. So some of y'all may be financially free or having resources or something that this person could benefit from, because that may be also why they want to be connected to y'all. Sure, they find you to be attractive, but like the Four of Cups is here, Seven of Swords is here. This could be somebody who's like, deceptive at times, maybe a little thief, or is like not telling you all the details about why they want to be in a relationship. It could be for comfort, just for convenience. You may have the bag if you're the moneymaker, but if you're not, then this may be somebody who has that and kind of keeps you from knowing that they got that. They don't want you to know they got the money. You may just kind of discover it one day through conversation. And it's not even like they directly tell you that, but like you may kind of put the details together, like, whoa, 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 whoa. You got money? Oh, this whole time I've been spending my money and you got money? You come from money? So maybe some of y'all they come from money, then others of y'all they don't. You know what I mean? The others of y'all they just maybe are going through a financial hardship, and then that's why they want to connect to you. So it could be it could be that too. It's a bunch of different things because you guys got the lovers here, which means that you guys could gain partnerships rather easily. So it doesn't have to pertain to just one person. It could be like whatever relationship you guys decide to just say, hey, I'm just going to settle with this person, or I'm just going to take this person. Like whatever you guys decide to seize an opportunity that's there, you guys will just have a relationship. It really do seem like it could be any of the. I was going to say I was going to say millions of people that y'all encounter. So it could be I don't know how many people y'all encounter a day, but it could just be any of the people that you encounter. Maybe you guys are online then. Maybe I don't know, because it seems like you guys could encounter a lot of different people, and it could be any one of those. You know what I mean? It just seems like it's somebody who you do not interact with that often, but then after we start interacting a lot more, I start to like to care about this person. I start to become interested where I wasn't interested before. I start to feel seen. I start to feel heard. If we have sex, then we start to really connect. And then I get comfortable because now I don't really want to explore no more because I'm already having sex with you. You know what I mean? And even with the lovers here, it means that we have good chemistry. You know what I mean? So now it's like, okay, well, this is my partner. We're already having good sex. We already have good chemistry. I can talk to you about anything. You know what I mean? I'm comfortable. This is it. Y'all just that's what it really be. I'm just comfortable. All right, here it is. That's usually what most relationships end up in. You're like, you know what? We've been here already. We've been doing this, so fuck it. So you guys have gotten close and comfortable, and then you just be together. So ain't too much to add there. Four cups though could mean this person doesn't like really being in the house. Now, some of y'all may be doing this out of boredom. They may be doing it out of boredom. They don't really like to be in the house like that. They like to like travel, explore. They just be afraid to do it on their own. So that's why they want a relationship. Like, hey, come with me. Let's do this. Let's do that. So they don't like to do stuff on their own. So that's probably why they want a relationship. They'll do it, but they prefer to like have people with them. Yeah, you wasn't gonna get notifications today anyway because I already did you said what? I lost that what? What bet? What bet did I lose? I did not lose that bet. It's somebody who likes to wine and dine you guys, or that's how you guys will be doing. You guys may be wining and dining them, or they'll be wining and dining you. It says courtship, consistently dating, romance, and passion. It's somebody who's bringing that back into your life. You guys will have more of a sex life because of this person. Yeah, yeah. Bye, Felicia. So maybe it doesn't turn out how you expect it to, but like it'll wake y'all up to who you guys are, what your potential is. All right, yeah. Go ahead, DM me. I'm going to ignore you for about 2 hours though. I got some other stuff I gotta do, but I'll check. I'll check in a second. Fuego, chemistry, intense passion. Things are heating up. Sudden realization, feeling inspired. So just out of nowhere, you're just gonna say, you know what? You're my girl or you're my guy. You know what I mean? That's really how it happens. That's really how it happens. So all right. So anyway, it could be done with a Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Sag, Cancer, or Aquarius, Cancer. All right. Yeah. If if for some reason this person has a connection, they're going you may not know because they'll be tiptoeing around. Like, the only thing that may be unusual is their behaviors. Like the details that they give you, there'll be subtle details that this person won't give you because some of y'all have to observe them because of that Seven of Swords. Anytime I've seen that, it usually means you have to observe them. And that's why it says the relationship may not go that far because it says self-awareness, cutting through illusions, detaching from ego. So at some point, you guys become aware of maybe patterns, things that you guys were like letting slip past you. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like red flags. It can just be like stuff that like past interactions, past connections, stuff that you've seen before. You've seen the pattern. You just didn't know what it was. You're like, what was that? I don't know what that was. And then you get in this with this person, and then you get to know, you get to understand because you get to know this person on an intimate level, which means that now you start to understand a routine, a schedule, a pattern, a way of behaving. And once you get that down, now you know everybody's. And this could be good too. Like, say that you guys weren't feeling attractive or weren't feeling confident approaching or being approached or like dating. Say you weren't feeling like confident doing any of these things. After dating this person, it's going to like mirror back to you like, oh, you can do this. You could have been doing this. You know what I mean? It's almost like who was that for? I did like a Libra reading. So do we got Libra here? No. But maybe it's like I think it was like a Libra reading or something like that I did today or posted today. So something like that is going on here. But anyway, Aries, that was y'all reading. Thank y'all for being here. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for rocking. I appreciate y'all showing up. I'm about to make some steak, some broccoli, and some white rice. I got some white rice already, but I'm about to eat some white rice. You know what I mean? So thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all for the support. Thanks for watching. I may come back in, just I may be back here live tomorrow. I don't know just yet. I gotta see how the schedule plays out, but I may. I think I will. Okay, so anyway, y'all have a great night. Enjoy yourselves. Okay.